Hey everybody. Hey Rob. Hey Quad Kicker. Good to see ya. Hey Lucid. How are you, darling? Hey Stephanie.
Don't have no worries, you know we're going for broke.
Hello, Leah. Good to see you.
Goddamn jet setters blues.
You are fabulous, Lucid.
Goddamn jet setters.
One down, one to go. Likewise, Leah. Hey, Lee, Lucid. By the way, sorry I let your real name slip the other day. I think it was yesterday when we were live with Tom. We used your real name, and that totally came out by mistake. I know you like to maybe protect that. Oh my. Which is a beautiful name, by the way.
Well, all the pretty ladies are dancing on the floor. Think about which one you're gonna score. The falls across your mind, son, and then you see. You see the place on the floor.
Oh, Leah, it's okay. The sooner you start the week, the sooner it'll be over with. Remember how that goes, right? Monday, Friday. Everybody, I could guess a lot of people's names. I should do a live stream where I try and guess everybody's real name. I know quite a few. That was two from Saigon Pharmacy to kick it off. Being on the road. And we started it all with Jet Setters Blues. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Sunday night, a little after 10. I got a bunch up my sleeve to play tonight. And we'll kick it off with a little Tony Joe White.
Some of y'all never been down south too much. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this so that you understand what I'm talking about. Down there we have a plant that grows out in the woods and the fields. It looks something like a turnip green. Everybody calls it poke salad. Poke salad. Used to know a girl lived down there and she'd go out in the evenings.
Oh, okay, Dave. Careful, bud.
Get home and cook it to supper.
Thanks for dropping in.
That's about all they had to eat. They did all right. I'm down in Louisiana, where the alligators grow so mean. There lived a girl that I swear to the world made the alligators look tame. Poke salad in it. Poke salad in it. Everybody said it was a shame, 'cause her mama was working on a chain gang. I mean, this is small.
Hey, go down.
For supper time, she'd go down by the truck patch and take her mess of poke salad, carry it home.
Izzy.
Poke salad in it.
The amazing Izzy.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Everybody said it was the same, 'cause her mama was working on ting.
And everybody knows Izzy. She's got a great channel.
Some great razor tote moment. Lord, I must take my mess up.
That I check out regularly. You ever want to catch me chatting with people? It's there. That's one of the places I go. Izzy's channel.
All her brothers were big boys, were stealing watermelons out of my truck. Catch poke salad in it.
I don't really go to a lot of channels.
Got you growing.
I go to Scully's, Izzy's, Tom's, and Bibbo's. That's about all the channels I frequent.
Sock a little poke salad tonight. You know I need me a mess of it. have me. Maybe a little.
That was Tony Joe White and Poke Salad Annie. Whoa, easy. Yeah, okay. So we're balls to the walls now. Playing what we want to play. If there's anything you want to hear, let me know what your intentions are, and I'll try and play it for you. Dig a little hollies, everybody. Hey, Beer and Back Roads. Been a while. Good to see ya. Tia, Stickus. Hey, James. Hi, Sharon. Oh, yeah. You know where I'm going to go? In my backyard, James. I'm supposed to be almost in the path. We were going to go try and drive down to Lake Erie. We might still. But from what they're telling me, the shoreline is going to be packed. And it's going to be hard to find parking down there. But it might be just as good right from my backyard. So I don't know, you know. Hi, Rob.
What's up, gang?
How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad.
We're just talking eclipse here.
Oh, yeah.
So I went into Canadian Tire. It's a popular hardware store up here in Canada, and they were sold out of the special classes.
Really?
Yeah. So we're walking out, and this lady that happened to be overhearing us, right behind us, was returning a bunch of glasses that she had bought too many.
Wow.
So we lucked out, and we got a couple of pairs.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're all ready. Hopefully the weather will be nice tomorrow, and we'll check this baby out.
Yeah, I bought a couple of pairs last night at a local grocery store. They had them at like, I think they're like $2.99 or $3.99 a pair, and
Yeah.
then one sign said $2.99 or $3.99, and another sign said 99 cents. I bought 3 pair, and I gave them to my girlfriend. I've got welding helmets that I can adjust the settings in, and
Yeah, I do too. I got welding goggles. It's just digging them out. I don't know where the hell they are. So we just bought the glasses today. What the hell?
yeah.
But show's supposed to start around 3 or 4, I think, tomorrow for us up here.
So my girlfriend had bought a few pair on Amazon, and they showed up, and she got a notification a few days later saying that the glasses were not certified or checked over to be
Oh yeah.
to be safe to watch. So she ended up getting a refund for these glasses, and she's like, I don't want to risk it. I'm like you're gonna go out there and stare at the sun for what, 30-40 seconds, a minute or two? I mean, with these goggles, I mean, I don't think it's we're going to damage her.
Excuse me. Yeah. Sorry. I would.
These goggles were imported from wherever. I don't know. Not.
Yeah. So what are you saying? You don't trust the fake, the cheap glasses?
I mean, I got the 99-cent ones. It did say made in the USA on the glasses.
Better than made in China.
I don't know. I mean, so I did go outside today with them and look at the sun with these goggles on.
Right.
With little paper glasses.
Yep.
And yeah, the sun was very faint. I would say it was like a 13 or a 14, like darkness of a welding shield. Like the darkest you can make your welding shield, the digital ones. That's about how dark these glasses are. You put them on, just regular daylight, and walk around. You can't see shit. You literally have to be directly looking at the sun to get the little sun glow.
Yeah, so they should be okay.
Yeah. But I didn't even bother to try the ones you bought.
Yeah.
I don't. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's I something I don't want to take a chance with, burning my cornea out, just looking at an eclipse. So it's something you got to really be careful for. There probably is a lot of knockoff sunglasses out there for viewing the eclipse that you can get. There aren't quite as good or safe as a good polarized pair would be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Beware, folks.
It's supposed to be a sunny day here tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll see how well we could actually see the. It might not be as well as you could see it, New York or wherever, the prime area to be.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we're in a pretty good zone. We're not like perfect. We're about 100 miles west of the center of it, so we'll get a partial, but we'll get bless you. We'll get a pretty good one here. We're not too far away from the center of it.
I forgot that I could see the chat now. I have to hit the chat button. Hey, look who's here.
Hey, Simple Life. Just in time.
Just in
Let's put a song on. What do you feel like hearing, Rob?
Thank you, darling. Let's go with oh man.
Oh man. Hurt stuff.
I'm trying to think of something I haven't heard in a while.
Here's one for you, a little Jackson Brown. How about? Do I remember this one?
Doctor, my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of years without.
Yeah. Give me a
Now I
second.
want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Doctor, my eyes tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave them open for so long? I have wandered through this world, and as each moment
look who it is.
unfurled, I've been waiting to awaken
Uh-oh.
from these dreams.
Uh-oh. What do you say, Tom?
Let's kick it.
What's going on, Mama?
It's partying.
Is it Journey?
I'm partying.
Yeah, I just got on.
Oh, good.
We're talking Eclipse here.
Oh, okay.
Are you you got some eye protection for it tomorrow, Tom? Or
No, I'm not going to be able to see it that good for me. I'm going to put my GoPros out.
oh, okay, yeah, you'll get a good partial in Georgia, no? Because
Yeah, but it's not that great.
Oh, okay. I got it swung sort of up from Texas, over Georgia, and then up the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm going to wear the same glasses that I wear when I go to the Match.com parties.
Oh yeah. Which ones are those?
Older women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does that help the looks of the women, or
Yeah, I'll say.
what do they call it again? Beer bottle lenses.
What do they call that? Beer goggles.
Beer goggles. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Where's Rob at tonight?
He's right here. Are you still here, Rob?
Yeah, but he looks like he's in some place.
Yeah, he looks like he's in the shop or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I bet you he is, eh?
Yeah.
Where are you at tonight?
I'm at home.
You're which home? You're not into the new one yet.
No, almost so. I was over there all day today.
Yeah, good for you. You're
Yeah.
good, man. I mean, fuck. If it was me, I'd be so excited just to get into it that I'd live in it half set up. I'd be, wanting to start staying there. But I guess the novelty is kind of worn off a little bit for you, no?
I'm just lazy. I hate moving stuff.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I'll get over there.
Cool. Yeah, I know you will.
How'd your day go today?
Great. Had to had rehearsal at noon, and then came back, and we went out and we went hunting for these glasses to wear tomorrow because it's supposed to be a bright sunny day here. So
Yeah.
we want to make sure we get some lenses. I have welder's goggles, but we went out to look for the cheap ones you can wear.
Yeah.
So we everywhere was sold out. But we lucked out. A lady overheard us that was in Canadian Tire behind us, and she was returning a whole shitload of them. She bought too many. So we lucked out and we got ourselves a pair.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. We were going to go down to the shores of Lake Erie to check it out. But from what I hear, it's supposed to be packed. They have no parking signs set up all over the North Shore, and they're making it really difficult for people to get together into crowds, I think, along the North Shore down there.
Yeah, a lot of places are doing that.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to watch it somewhere. And I was thinking of our backyard, but I'm not sure if I'll be at that time of day if I'm partially obscured or not by buildings. So,
Yeah.
not sure. I got pretty good sun in the backyard, but later in the day it starts to get behind us certain things like the City Hall clock tower.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so.
Well, good luck. It looks like New York's going to be cloudy, which sucks.
Oh, really? I thought they were supposed to have a sunny day tomorrow too.
Not the last I checked.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, no. Hope they get clear weather.
Yeah.
It'd be a drag going through all that bullshit and getting there, and couldn't see the damn thing.
Now,
Hey, Stephanie.
you're
Hey,
gonna
Lucid.
you're gonna set up your GoPro to catch these. Did your GoPro need specific lenses?
No. No, I have it do the sun a lot.
Oh, okay. I don't think I remember seeing anything like that. Cool.
Yeah. It won't be that great, but better than nothing. Sorry about Iowa losing, Rob.
Man, hey, runner up.
Yeah. You ever see that many tired lesbians in your life?
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
You know, there was like, you know, when she first came like to the limelight, people were like, oh, she's a transgender, and
You talking about Caitlin Clark?
yes,
Yeah, she doesn't look too feminine.
no, people were trying to say that, and I was like, come on, like,
She's got a boyfriend.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll be, I think, tomorrow or Tuesday, they'll be here in town at the casino. They won't do any autographs. They're just gonna do pictures with people. They won't do autographs.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who are we talking about?
Iowa girls basketball team lost.
Oh, okay.
Final Four, and then fucking North Carolina, dude. They were fucking undefeated.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, it was a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was what, 10-point at the end, 10-point spread at the end.
Yeah, Simple Life. I don't know. I don't think you're going to get too much of a view of it.
Where are you?
You're at? It's
Where-
farther west, heading northeast. It's southwest, heading northeast. Yeah. It's you'll get like I'm not going to get much of it either. Mark, you're just going to get a partial. There's only one little sliver of Michigan, Luna Pier, where it's going to go, and that's about it. It'll be actually southeast of you, Mark.
Yeah,
Heading
that's right.
head southwest, heading northeast.
About 100 miles east of me, from what I hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is not too bad, so I should get something anyway.
Yeah, you will, but I mean, you really notice it the more coverage you have.
Right.
Like a total eclipse, it's very noticeable. I've seen them before where it just looks like another day. If nobody told you about it, you wouldn't notice any difference.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah. I've seen the whole thing happen before, but again, not perfect. Not so
Yeah.
the shadow of the moon was right in the center of the sun. It was
Yeah.
off center a little bit, but it was pretty amazing to see.
Yeah.
And, you know, the next one is not going to be till 2044 here. So, like we were saying the other day, we won't be around to see that shit. Unless we're really fortunate. So, tomorrow I shall hunt for this.
I think it's really interesting.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I've been an astronomy buff all my life pretty well. I think
Yeah.
everybody is to a certain extent, but I find it fascinating, the solar system and the events and the different things that fly around us in the solar system, the meteorites and the close calls that we're supposed to get. And you know, just recently they set off a rocket. Last year, I think it was successfully. They set a rocket to divert the path of a flying asteroid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you heard about that?
Yeah.
And they hit it, and they successfully diverted it, so they sent it into another trajectory. So
Oh,
now,
cool.
essentially, though, now they'll be able to, if they can predict it, and an asteroid is flying towards the Earth, they can change its path. Now,
Cool.
yeah, they can.
Sharon, Toledo is better than Cleveland. Cleveland's too far east. Toledo's actually an excellent spot to see it.
Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, it's a cool town. Yeah, well, I think it's just amazing how they thought this stuff up, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think um, I would I wouldn't go and travel to see one of these
Yeah.
unless I hadn't seen one before. I wanted to show the little lady one really badly or something like that. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't like fly anywhere to see one.
No, me neither.
Like these people all going down to Mexico. I guess it's a good excuse to make a vacation out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't
Yeah,
know.
85% isn't that great. That's actually not very good at all. I mean, you look at in terms of 85% to other things is very good, but not when you're looking at eclipses. It's not worth shit. 85% is nothing.
Well, it's going to give you 85. If you're talking the moon will cover 85% of the sun up.
Yeah, but it's too much light that's showing. You can't see it. The where it's at
I know.
is totality. Right underneath the thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's online everywhere. Yeah, I'm going to do some acid and stare right at it.
There you go.
There's the spirit.
Yeah, thank you.
Listening to some Grateful
I'm
Dead.
not wearing any pussy glasses.
We don't need no stinking glass.
Right.
Where are
I
you?
think it's cool.
Where are you, bud? Rob.
Yo.
Where are you, man? At your shop?
Yeah, I'm in a workshop. I'm down at the. It's a makerspace.
Oh, what are you making down there?
Working on a lock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, partial. That's right. Yeah.
I got a big lock. I lock all these chicks up with.
That's a good idea.
Hell yeah.
Did you recommend any?
Just chain and a lock. You know, you just gotta MacGyver it a little bit.
Cattle prod.
Nice.
Cattle prod. Yeah, I got.
That's awesome.
Keep them in line.
Hey, don't be saying any more about that. Stephanie may want to cancel her trip here and go there. She's really into that stuff.
Oh yeah, I got one for her.
Good. Do you have one where it's for older women?
Oh, certainly.
Good.
If Stephanie wants to get pregnant, I mean, Michelle wants to get pregnant. I guarantee her kid.
Michelle?
Yeah.
I don't think she wants to. I think that was probably makeup sex.
So Stephanie's saying she's going to see a 20%.
Yeah, but I saw 20% today. Wasn't even an eclipse. That ain't shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say her those glasses on.
Nah, you wouldn't even notice it.
Unless you looked, right?
Yeah, and even if you looked, it's like 20%. You know, like I said, 85% is great when you're in a casino. It sucks when you're looking for an eclipse.
Right, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to see the moon cover the sun, just get her ass up on the ground, get her ass up just right, and there you go.
That's the moon I want to see up close.
Allah.
Well,
You want to see it 100%?
at 100%.
There you go.
And if it's nice enough, I'll propose to it. I'll say,
Oh, now we're talking.
will you marry me?
There you go. Oh, Totality 2017. You wouldn't be any different of a person, Impalov. Just take some Prozac and forget about it. Fuck it.
Listen to some music.
The thing just sailed by, and whether you saw it or whether you didn't, you can look at pictures of it. I'm sure nowadays, if you missed the thing in 1920, now we're talking. No books, no YouTube,
Right.
no TV shows. Now, it's like a sporting event. You see it better at home than you do if you have a ticket.
Yeah. But fuck, there's something about going outside and really seeing it as opposed to seeing it on your TV set.
And I don't think that. I want to see it on my TV set.
Yeah, you can. They got tons of pictures and videotape of eclipses on TV. You don't have to wait for the event.
No, thank you.
You
I
can
I like it, but I'm not going to put a gun to my mouth because I missed it.
Yeah, I know. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna worry if the weather's shitty in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel bad for the people that went through all that bullshit and it's cloudy.
Yeah, or the kids mostly. Seeing educational thing for them, and
yeah. Rob, are you looking forward to what you're going to see over there?
I'm gonna look. I'm a adventurer, so I like to experience different things, and I'm gonna do my best to see it as best as I can. Yeah, that's why we got the proper viewing goggles today, and we're gonna find a vantage point somewhere around here to see it. And I'm looking forward to
cool.
it.
Could you save Stephanie and me a pair for when she comes?
Oh yeah.
No
Thank
problem.
You're gonna be coming, all right.
Hey, Conan. I know from Texas. There's people that just go crazy over this stuff.
Hi, Conan.
Go all over the map, the best, people of it, whatever. Okay, but fuck, go outside and look up. I understand there's certain vantage points, but here I'm not traveling anywhere special. I'm gonna go outside and just look up the sky, an open area. We're supposed to have sunny, clear skies here, so.
Hey. Yeah, but you're just going to see another sunny day where you're at.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll only see a bit of.
I wouldn't care if they ran into each other and exploded.
Well, you would eventually.
Yeah, eventually I would.
Okay.
We'll only see a partial bit of it overlapping a little bit.
Yeah.
And then pulling away, yeah.
Infolov's right. In an hour and a half. Infolov's right, though. If you... what's this echo bullshit? What the fuck you doing, Rob? Rob, what the fuck you doing?
I just muted mine. It wasn't me.
I don't have anything open.
I don't... Yeah, it's not on anymore either.
Yeah, I'd have to drive about 100 miles east, Dave.
If it was me and I was into it, I would do that.
But but anywhere, like if I'm gonna do that, the place to go is Niagara Falls, and it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, well,
it's gonna be so packed that I'm not into that. So I'll take what I can get where I am.
Straight into the steel desk. Oh.
Who ran into a steel desk?
Me. I'm sitting in this chair. And I slid forward to try to hit the mute button and figure out where the echo was coming from, and I ran my knee straight into this steel desk.
Sorry about that.
Oh, fuck, it felt great.
Good
Clumsy.
for you. Are you into pain?
Oh, yeah, I am now.
Good.
I'm in fucking a lot of pain right now.
Good. You took it like a trooper, though. I had to ask you what happened. There was no sign on your face.
Oh,
Didn't he?
my. I'm
Didn't
sitting
he,
in the,
Mark?
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
in the chair.
Yeah. Yeah, he
And,
probably is into that kind of shit.
oh,
Bondage and chains and shit. That's why he didn't flinch.
Pegging.
It was nothing. It's nothing compared to a 3/4 inch length chain, a hard lock snapped down tight in your wrist.
there you go. I got these girls
Yeah.
chained up here in
Yeah.
the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they volunteered though, so hey, why
Yeah.
not?
That's great. Good
Yeah.
for you.
What did you do today, Tom?
I fucked around that house. I was going to go over and watch all these private jets come in to Augusta, the Masters.
Yep.
Then I thought, nah, I better get some shit done. Did all the laundry,
Right on.
killed some red ants, and then fucked around there for about, most I can take of that's about 4.5 hours.
How
Now,
much rain you gotten, Tom?
What?
How much rain have you gotten?
None. I mean, we did last week, we got some, but actually they've been having no burn warnings out.
oh no.
Yeah.
I've got to get my lawnmower running properly.
Look at what Infolove said, Mark. He's really into this shit.
James, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going, actually, we're going to the north shore of Lake Erie, and we're going to drive along. And if we can find a good spot to park and view, we will. But from what I hear, like the Queen Elizabeth Highway, you can't just pull over. You can get off the highway, I'm sure,
Hmm.
and maybe find some spots. But that's a pretty busy highway to travel. So I think that our plan is going to be pretty good. I don't know. I mean, if it's a nice day and we're on the road, maybe we'll travel quite a few miles east
Yeah.
and get a better view of it. I don't know what's going to happen.
Take some doobies.
Oh, yeah. I have to treat it like a ritual so the gods will bless me as
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
they do
Yep.
this. I don't want to be have any problems with them over this viewing this eclipse.
No, hey, if that's your religion, they can't discriminate against it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true.
You're protected.
Yeah, you're you're Buddhist,
No, Rastafarian.
Rastafari. There you go. You're a Rasta. Yeah, man.
Rosie's coming with the fabric.
You'll be going to hell for sure.
Hell. What does he say all the time? May we have as much fun getting there as we did maybe we have as much fun there as we did getting there.
Yeah, he already played him, Christine.
Yeah, we'll play. Mark will play some music as soon as
Uh,
we stop boring each other.
No, it's good for your eyes, sure.
Yeah, everybody's gonna get a lot of vitamin D tomorrow.
Good point. Not when it's right over it though. If they're in Rochester.
Well, how long is the sun gonna be actually eclipsed?
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes. People are gonna be outside fucking around, doing a lot of other shit, and they could be sucking up.
Yeah.
Vitamin.
It's weird. Like some of these, they have these theories on migraine headaches and depression and serotonin levels. And there's people that have high serotonin and low serotonin. And the people with high serotonin have been depressed, and the people with low serotonin have been depressed. Same with Florida. A lot of people down there that live there test low for vitamin D. So there goes that sun bullshit.
Yeah, I thought you would have more.
No, I know. But the point here is sometimes that can help some people.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you, as a regiment, went out in the sun every day and spent a set amount of time trying to absorb it, you're going to get vitamin D, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it depends on the person, but some people get it more than others.
Right. Because they're
But like I said, there's a lot of people in Florida that are out there with low vitamin D. Why? You live in fucking Florida.
you should not be deficient. Right.
Yeah. A lot of people with cardiac issues have low vitamin D.
I mean, just because you're in Florida doesn't mean you spend a lot of time in the sun either.
No, but if you look at these minimum requirements for what they suggest for vitamin D, I mean, you shouldn't have any problem unless you only go out at night. I bet you there's people everywhere where it's sunny all the time. Bahamas, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah. That they're low on vitamin D. It's not the absolute reason all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that Florida deal going, Tom?
I haven't heard anything. It's an appeal, and once that gets filed, it's like a year before you know.
Wow.
I've talked to him one time for 5 minutes. That was it. I don't know. I think it's all the shit's turned in, and just wait till they rule on it.
You talking about your attorney you've talked to for 5
Yeah,
minutes?
just for like 5 minutes, because it's a different lawyer.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you can when your vitamin D is low too, you get this big giant prescription because it's the absorption rate in a prescription as opposed to taking 10 of them that you get at Walgreens. And that's supposed to bring you up to snuff. 50,000 ICUs, they call it.
Yeah, I've had they can't prescribe medication. They can with this vitamin D. It's a big dose. They can
Yeah,
sell.
50,000.
Yeah, they can sell it to you, man. You take that shit and you'll fucking go and fucking climb a tree.
You should. It's not a stimulant.
Well, I'm just saying you'll feel good.
Well, maybe.
Say it again.
Maybe.
Well,
It's not like taking prednisone or something like that. Now that will make you feel good.
yeah.
It's weird on a lot of those things. You could be low and high, and you think you're going to be like, feeling like you were in the 11th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be happy with feeling like I did when I was in my 30s or 40s. Never mind 11th.
Yeah, it'd be great. Well, like I said, that's human growth hormone.
Yeah, I got to get me some of that.
People do it. I mean, I've read. There's a guy. He's a guy that dealt in telomere research on anti-aging. Michael something. He's a Michigan State professor. My sister had a friend that owns a McDonald's. Their daughter married his son, Michael Fossil, Fossil, and he genius. Stanford, Harvard, Yale, all that kind of shit. He's written a bunch of books, full tenure professor, and he thinks human growth hormone for older men is nuts. So I wouldn't do it. Now, I know a plastic surgeon in Indianapolis. He uses it constantly. Sure as shit, he's getting the big square forehead.
Yeah, that's the thing. Frankenstein.
Yeah. But I'd take the square forehead if it made me feel better.
Well,
it's not going to affect my modeling career.
Where would he be? No, or it might even enhance it a little bit.
Yeah, I hope it does. Good night, Stephanie. Try not to fantasize about me too much.
Wait a minute, Steph. You going to bed already?
Yeah.
Stephanie. Good night, Christine.
It's only 8:00 there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You sure you're going to go to bed now, Stephanie?
Probably taking a roofie.
What's up or what's going on?
But as far as how would he get human growth hormone?
Doctor prescription.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Male testosterone hormone, testosterone from a doctor.
Yeah, there's different schools of thought on that too.
Yeah.
All these older bodybuilders, they're shooting testosterone up the ass constantly. I mean, when you get prostate cancer, that's the first thing they do is drop your testosterone levels to nothing. That's what fuels that growth.
Wow. Okay.
And you ever look at older men that get diagnosed with prostate cancer? They shrivel away to fucking nothing in no time. Trying to, keep that from spreading.
Bummer.
So, when you're taking it in like crazy doses like these older bodybuilders do, you're asking for it.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not feeling that great? Oh, I hope you feel better. Yeah. Yeah, prostate cancer. There's a big genetic component to that too.
Yeah, I might feel a little better.
Mine's supposedly normal.
That's good.
I replenish it a lot.
There you go.
Yeah. You ever had yours tested, Mark?
My prostate?
Oh, your testosterone levels.
No, I never did actually.
Oh.
I don't think I have. I've no, I wouldn't have any reason to.
Yeah, you would. It's part of a guy your age physical.
I should. Oh, it should be checked at my age.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look into it. I'm just basically rounding up all the tests now that I should be doing at this age.
Yeah, you're getting the sleep thing, right?
Yeah.
You've had a colonoscopy.
Right. And I'm going to get a stress test.
Yeah, see, over here, you couldn't get one because you're not symptomatic.
Yeah, but I do have high blood pressure.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you eligible for a stress test.
It does here. If they're worried.
Really?
Yeah, well, something does that I have if they're, because I know I can get one.
Now, are you going to they going to use the chemical stress test or make you run on a treadmill?
Probably make me run on a treadmill or on a bike.
Yeah, see, I think they'll give you the chemical.
Maybe. And you know what? I don't know if I really like that idea, feeling that way, because it races your heart, right?
I really don't know exactly how that works for the injection for a stress test. I'm not sure. Yeah, but same thing with the treadmill. I'll tell you, I had a stress test about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And think it was depression. You never know with a lot of this shit. And they make you run on that motherfucker so hard, you think they're trying to kill you.
Right.
I swear to God, they will yell and faster, and you would never do that shit at this age on your own time doing anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can with my.
And at the end of it, he said I had as good a score as you could ask for at that age. It's like I feel like half dead. Rod, you got a colonoscopy, Rob?
No.
Why?
I'm still young.
Why not?
Well, because it's very preventable and it can save you from colon cancer.
Are you 50 yet, Rob?
No.
45.
45, eh? Yeah.
No, you need to get that. 44. You need to get that, Rob.
Can you hook me up?
No, your doctor's got to write a thing for you.
Thought maybe you could do it.
I'll do one for you.
Yeah.
We could be your personal physicians.
Yeah.
You test my testosterone too? Hormone
Yeah.
levels? Yeah?
Yeah.
I got a sample for you ready.
You should get them checked, though. But it's colon cancer is I think it's the 4th or 5th leading killer.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
But, colonoscopies, there's not much risk. They can perforate your colon. That's less than 1% of total. Oh, look at Conan had one. She said, never again. Why, Conan?
Yeah, I'd like to know why. Because I get a feeling it raises your heart, right?
Yeah, but that's the whole idea.
I know, but it must make you feel kind of shitty.
Well, yeah, I felt shitty running on the treadmill. It's just not a fun day.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really know too much about the chemical stress tests other than they offer, but there usually is some reason why you can. You get, you're missing a leg, you got a bad back.
Yeah.
You're old.
Yeah.
Too old.
How far do you?
What's that? Oh, third cancer.
How far do you run on the treadmill?
I don't know. I don't run on one until I did that, but it wasn't so far you would run. It's as much as they try to get your heart rate high and keep it there as long as they can till you just feel like you're going to die.
What?
Yeah, that's what they do on a stress test.
Now, when you say high heart rate,
You're cutting in and out a little.
how many beats per minute are you talking?
Well, that's pulse. That's pulse. I'd say, I bet it got up to like, they do it it lowers as you get older. But I'll bet mine was like 170 or some shit. 180.
Treadmill, if I hit about 178, 180, I cut back because it's
Yeah.
I'll walk the treadmill to elevate
Yeah.
our pulse. So
It is. It is painless, but there's risk to it. Simple Life. I know a guy that got a perforated colon from colonoscopy. You go right into sepsis. It's immediate surgery right then.
Whoa.
Oh, McConan got sick, throwing up. Oh, she thought it was lights out. Oh, wow. Tits up. Yeah, you need a colonoscopy, Rob. That or just get pegged.
Just get it, yeah.
You can hook me.
Elbowing.
We'll warm you up for it. I bet the gay guys don't mind getting a colonoscopy at all.
Yeah, I'd go ask my neighbor, but he got his mortgage. The
Hey, why is your volume cutting in and out?
You're cutting in and out, Rob, but
I'm probably too away from the phone.
Now say something.
Any better?
Yeah. What'd you say about the gay neighbor? Yeah, but risks of dying.
He didn't pay his mortgage for however many times he didn't pay his shit, and the bank kicked him out.
Oh, okay.
The house went to auction, and I was in Vegas when it went to auction, so I don't know what they sold it for. I was gonna go check it out, see if I can get it for cheap, but some real estate company bought it. There's a note on the door.
Yeah. Hey, until you get a colonoscopy, you might want to go with the chicken tacos.
stick with the chicken, yeah.
Stay away from the carne asada ones and the ground beef.
Too late, bud.
It is?
Ground beef refrigerator. I need to cook right now.
Tacos?
Yeah, or
Hey, now your volume's out again.
let me try to.
Getting worse.
I think it's your signal, Rob.
It's getting worse.
I'm on Wi-Fi. I've got full service. Let me turn the Wi-Fi off. Maybe it's the Wi-Fi, but I've got full Wi-Fi here. Let me see if I can.
That's what happens when you turn the Wi-Fi off.
Yeah, I know. How about now? I can't hear a fucking thing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
I don't think he hears us. Hey, Michelle.
I hear you, bud. I hear you loud and
Oh,
clear.
good. Oh, good. That's a lot better.
What's going on, Michelle?
She's getting her raincoat ready to pretend she sees an eclipse.
Oh.
Yeah. You better drop some acid, Michelle. You're never going to see it.
When you were doing your impression of Michelle, that would be funny if you did an impression of Michelle seeing the eclipse for the first
Oh, I can do that. It's no problem.
Just throw the wig on and away you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that you have those wigs, they're not going anywhere. They'll be there for future use at any time.
I could do it right now if you wanted me to.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think you like having the hair on your head again, Tom.
Yeah, probably something to that. Good point. Michelle wants up.
Oh, okay. Hang on. There you go, honey.
Good night, Simple Life. Good night.
Good night, Simple Life. Take care. Simple Life is always trying to get me to play Journey music.
Oh yeah, it must bring good memories to her.
Good night.
She used to stay up all night. Must have got a job.
Hey,
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing?
good. Just trying to. I hope tomorrow we can get some footage of the eclipse. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what
I hope you
happens.
do.
Pray to your Lord and Savior.
I always do.
Yeah, but this is extra special.
Okay, I'll take 10 minutes out tonight, and we'll see what I can do with some of my
Yeah. I mean, it's too bad it
some of my
wasn't today.
magic. What's
You had a
that?
nice day there today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful outside today. I got
Yeah.
some sun. It felt good on my skin because everybody here's you feel it because everybody here it's so gloomy and so cold for so long when it's nice when you can get some sun.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Everyone gets pale here, like really like pale white, and then everyone starts going outside and
Did you have your sunbathing suit on?
not it wasn't that warm today. It was only like
Uh,
52, so
to come peek in your window.
Yeah.
you know what?
Next time, don't cut
No,
the screen, Rob. And she switched
no,
the cameras. They'll be able to identify you now.
Well,
no,
Uh,
listen to this. So my husband came in the room that I was in that night, and he got like all paranoid, and he like started closing the blinds and stuff. I'm like, nobody's gonna come. That was probably like a fluke thing. I don't think anyone, if no one's came back since then, I don't think somebody's gonna come.
No, that wasn't fluke.
I think
somebody,
I go to the other windows now. I try to, you know.
Well,
Hmm.
the weirdest thing ever was it happened during the live stream. It was like literally we were talking about. Actually, we were talking about the weather. We were talking about how hot it was that day because it was like during the summer. And
I
then
was like,
all of a sudden, I'm like, "What the?" Like I didn't even know what was going on. But like,
what you need to do, Michelle, is put a leg hold trap right in the spot where he was standing.
well, if I wasn't
You get
honestly, if
arrested in New York.
I know. Well, honestly, if I wasn't on the live stream
Hey, Rita.
with Tom that night, I swear to you, I probably would have called the police. Like I probably would have ran. But my husband was in the other room. He was sleeping, and I didn't feel like I was that unsafe because they literally just like tapped, and then like nothing else
Yeah,
came
it's super
about.
fucking weird, though.
That is
well,
so
that
fucking
was the
creepy.
money
Yeah.
shot. And you're like, oh fuck, I
That's
gotta
what I
go.
told her. That's what I
No,
told her.
what I think happened was somebody saw me from here on the live stream that lives here and knew where I lived and thought it would be funny because I have streamed a bunch. I've streamed my house and like the area about. So it was somebody obviously from here.
It
I
doesn't
was
make
on the.
any. I don't think that makes any sense.
I think you
I
should.
agree.
It makes complete sense.
No,
If somebody wants to get famous
no.
and be okay, let's. Oh,
How,
she's streaming right now from her house. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but it's like it gets them nowhere knocking on the window.
oh, I know. Well, that's why I thought it was really strange. I thought it was the strangest thing ever, but I wasn't. For whatever reason, I wasn't like scared because it happened before
Yeah.
in the house I lived at before, but that neighborhood was that I lived at before was creepy. And I had my stepfather he had I had him come over with his gun and stuff, but that neighborhood was definitely creepy and they tried to like break into the house. So that was a little different. But that was a long time ago. But
How do you think that would make somebody famous?
okay, we're on it we're doing a live stream and like it's perfect time. Like if somebody was watching the live stream and saw me do it, on the live stream, knew where I lived, and thought it'd be funny or something. You know what I mean? Like right in the middle of the live stream. Of course, I was gonna do something. I wasn't just gonna sit there and ignore it. Someone tapping at the window.
So you're saying they wanted to get caught?
I'm saying that they wanted attention.
Oh boy.
They wanted some kind of reaction and attention. You know
Well,
what I
they're
mean?
still getting it.
They're probably
Yeah,
younger because like we wouldn't do
yeah.
that. We
Rob
wouldn't
and
do
I
that.
could tell you what we'd have been doing out there. Last thing we'd have been thinking of was knocking on the fucking window. Right,
I'm
Rob?
sure
Damn right.
the last thing.
I
No,
mean, Mark, that's fucking up.
That's I mean that's counterproductive. You want to be
Thank you. Yeah,
quiet.
better description.
well,
Counterproductive.
well, I thought it was weird. I thought the whole thing was weird, and then I ended
Yeah,
up going back to work. I think the next day, and like
yeah.
nobody said anything.
Well,
But
I can tell you this, and please don't be offended if you hear a zipper going down next time, it's either me or Rob.
oh, he purrs. Well, like I said the other day, my husband got paranoid because I must have put the blinds up in that room, and he comes in the room, he's all like
Hey, tell
upset.
him in another 20
He's
years,
so
nobody will be looking. Just hang in there.
Yeah.
there's something for everybody, right, Tom? What do you mean?
Absolutely right.
Yeah. I'll drop the KY
Well,
jelly and run.
I read up.
well, I heard there's a big market now for
Yeah, you're
Viagra.
right.
It's that's a
For
that's a
Viagra,
big thing now.
there's
Yeah,
always been a big market for it.
selling Viagra.
Yeah. You know that was originally a heart
Heart medication.
medication. Yeah,
Heart
and then
medication.
that was the side effect.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I
how
mean,
did
can you imagine just being married to some big fat pig that had an endless supply of that? What a miserable life.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
a real
He's calling the
slob.
police. Get him off me.
He likes to eat the hoagie while he's doing it. While he's doing the doggy, he likes to eat. He likes to balance a plate on your back with a sandwich on it while
Oh
he's
hell no.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that phone call and the police officer getting
Yeah.
dispatched? Oh yeah, woman's calling from this address saying that
Yeah. I mean, I think that'd be the most miserable life in the world. I'll
doing
bet I
what?
could take, if you took every man that was on Viagra in the whole fucking world, I bet I could take 50% of them to a strip club and they get a hard on. So their wife's a fucking problem.
Do
yeah.
you think? Do you think that's what it is? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
is
yeah.
that why? Oh, okay.
Fucking A. You take one of these track runners in college that you see on YouTube, fuck. Probably have a fucking heart attack, but getting a hard on wouldn't be a problem at all.
So how does that stuff work? You take a
I
pill, you
so
get
Yeah, it's the sympathetic and the parasympathetic reflex in your body. It traps the blood and keeps it hard for that's why if you take too much, it stays hard too long. That's what it does.
well,
Diabetics can use it too to put the old wiener to the old lady.
but
but the,
can you still come? I mean, can you still?
Yeah, yeah.
And does it go down after that happens, or do you have to beat?
No. Yeah, you still got a hard on.
You got to
so
beat it down with a shoe.
so
Let me
wait a
wipe
minute.
the smile off my face.
So now I'm getting a little concerned about this because wouldn't that lead to like a stroke or some kind of
It
other
could, yeah. I mean,
serious?
you gotta be medically fit to be able to take that.
You gotta have a stroke, all right.
Well,
Yeah.
So
I
Hey.
mean, I mean, but
Yeah.
I was just looking at it like because if there's blood trapped, well, obviously anywhere, but I mean, like,
That's a hard
like,
on. It's not a muscle, Michelle, or a bone.
yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, it just seems like if it goes on for too long, it doesn't.
No.
I don't know,
Yeah, you've
whatever.
never complained about that. Shut up.
I
and then
don't have socks. I don't have socks, and
Yeah.
I never have.
I never took. You know what the inappropriate use of it is?
What?
College kids taking it so they can get smashed and still fuck.
Oh,
yeah,
jeez.
Yeah.
do a coke and still get it up.
Yeah.
Well, well, I remember when I was younger, the thing was, you would do Jaeger bombs, and basically that was like Red Bull and like liquor.
Yeah.
So you,
Jägermeister. Whiskey.
Jaeger bombs.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you would literally be like
That's
flying
not
high.
painful,
Yeah,
Rita. If I
caffeine is
if I got a hard on for like 4 hours, you'd need to give me some medication to take that smile off my face.
That crooked smile.
Hey,
Tom,
you take that Viagra late at night. You ain't got to worry about rolling out of bed.
That's a good point. You shouldn't be taking it yet, Rob.
I've never fucked around with any of that shit.
Yeah, me neither.
so
Mark, you tried any yet?
No, I don't need that.
Is Eric taking these yet, Michelle?
no.
Okay, well, don't act disgusted. He's no
You,
spring chicken.
you want
Well,
to try it?
I mean, like the thing is I just don't how safe it really is, but I
It's
guess if
super
people
safe,
take
man.
it, is it? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
when you haven't been screwed in 3 years,
Well,
have this conversation with me then. Who gives a fuck? It's time to bang.
Hey, yeah.
It
If you go out
all.
that way,
well, I want to tell you, and you would be very proud about this, but we had a discussion in the spiritual class that I take, and they it was a movie, right? And
Oh,
it was about sexuality and religion
oh, God.
and how no,
That should have been
it
a short conversation.
well, it brought up a lot of good points how you were just made to feel ashamed about your sexuality, even if it was quote unquote in the right way, through religion. Like there was always this shame and like guilt and everything about sexuality just in general. And
Why
that's
should
how
there
people were
be?
raised.
Shouldn't be.
Well,
Religion,
right. Well,
religion
this is
has
this.
been like that over the years. Has made
Well,
you cover up or close your eyes when you're having sex with your wife. Do it in the dark. Don't have fun. Just get the job done and get it over with.
well,
Yeah.
that's what. Well, this is what
You're
I'm saying.
sounding like a guy that's been with the same woman 36 years.
This, this movie was. It had a rabbi on it, and he was talking about how people shouldn't feel that it's natural and everything
That's
else.
not a painful.
But the thing is everybody makes it out to be like this horrific, like
Yeah, the fucking
shameful
Catholics.
act. Like you have to hide and like cover it up. That's why probably when you ask people,
Fuck,
whatever,
not
just in
me.
general. Well, no, not
Mark
no.
was
There's
fucking sisters 35 years ago at the same time.
I'm just saying, like, there's just a
He's
level.
so humble too.
To
Oh
me,
God, you don't still leave the lights on, do you? What are you doing? Drugging your old man first?
you put a bag over her head and you put a bag over yours in case hers
Yeah.
falls off.
You got a marriage counseling future.
there's some good advice for you.
Well, you might
I
need
don't want the
you.
lights on with old women. I'm sorry.
Well, you might need like a counselor, like while your guys are having, like, what if you were having sex with your partner and you had to get a counselor in the room with you to like help you out?
Oh fuck, not me, man.
It depends
I'll
what
put on
you like.
I'll put on a show. Only thing I've noticed getting older is I'm not blowing those Peter North loads anymore.
Hey, Tom, you got to save up for a week or two.
Yeah, no, I can't, man. I can't.
Yeah, you got to save. You got to save up, man.
That's the
Yeah,
Peter secret.
yeah. Well, that guy lived a charmed life, didn't
You save
Oh yeah,
up and then and then you you blow it in her mouth and slap her on the back of the head and it comes out her nostrils.
he? Yeah, I don't even know if he's still alive.
Peter North. I don't know either.
Yeah, he was
Who's
doing
that?
gay shit at the beginning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that changed your feelings about him?
No, he was a filmmaker. He did what he had to do, I guess.
Okay, yeah. All
I don't,
right.
but not that I watched.
I get it, Rita. Now, Rita thinks that the hard on. No, it is a hard on, but it's not the hard on you'd have if you didn't use it. You know what I mean? It's not. You're still not turned on, but you got a hard on.
There you
So
go.
so wait a minute. So when you take Viagra, you
hmm
it basically just gives you a hard on, but you're not turned on. It's just like an automatic.
I think that I read an article on it one time, and the first time I mean, it'd be just like if you were a guy that came 2 or 3 times, if you were like 20, you could do it. But most people that can come 2 or 3 times don't need Viagra. So it's a bad sampling, and the old guy blows a load every other month because he took a Viagra. He's fine with it. He's not testing that any other kind of way.
So do you is now is that medication is needed, Viagra, or do you
Yeah,
take
it's
it every
$30 a
day?
pill too.
Oh, really? 30?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
But if it was,
And
it doesn't make sense to me. I think it's not that they want to please their lovers and they can't. That's what it's used for. I mean, if you don't have to come through for somebody, who gives a fuck?
Right.
But you're in a relationship. She's hitting around about fucking her boss, so you go and get some
I
fucking
think.
Viagra.
Well, I honestly think that if a man was to do that, that's pretty special because men usually don't. It's usually the women that usually go above and beyond to do stuff for the guy. So if a guy
Amen.
really cared
Yeah,
about, he would take a pill just to, you know what I mean? That sounds something too.
I think it's a tragic and unfortunate life they should make a movie of. I just can't imagine like having my wife buy a bottle of Viagra and I had to swallow one of these damn things to bang her. I didn't even want to do it before I swallowed it.
I think it's cute. I think it's cute though.
Yeah,
Like
but
to,
that's the difference in that's why women dance at a wedding and men don't. There's just differences in men and women that,
well, but think
yeah, you think
think
it's a sweet story. It's this guy on a walker and barely hobbling in there and swallowing one with his Geritol and putting the old cock to his 89-year-old wife. I mean, that's a sweet story to you. Where to me, it thinks that, God, that's sad.
well, the thing is, right?
No, no,
Think
Lucid.
about
They got some imposter like herbal bullshit. No, there's a generic. Yeah, there is a generic.
I see now what I was thinking is like usually women are the ones that usually do stuff to their bodies for the guy. So for a guy to do that for a
Yeah, but they
woman,
never admit to tit jobs. It's always to make dresses fit better. And I haven't had one yet admit that it was to attract men.
well, I think too what it is when you go see those doctors, they ask you like why are you getting like like why do you want to get this done or that done or whatever. And I think if you mention anything about like you basically got to say you're doing it for
Okay.
yourself.
No, you don't. They'll put
Well,
them on no matter what.
you don't have to, but like they like to look at it better if you're like, oh yeah, I just
Hey, Frisky.
No, you don't need it then, Lucid. You don't need it. You don't need it. There's a lot of factors in getting a hard on.
I
It's a
mean,
pair.
I don't know. Maybe if someone, they, I don't know, it gets, I don't know, whatever you, what's the word I'm looking for? The proper word. Uh,
I get that one in the morning when I wake up and it won't go down.
At
And
your age,
yeah,
quit lying.
I'm not lying.
you
And
make your top jealous.
it, yeah, I think I am. I got to beat it down with a shoe, Tom.
Yeah,
I got to get an old shoe and before I
yeah.
carry on with my.
You don't need a yearly physical exam. Last time I had that happen to me was about 40 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
I get it almost
but I
every.
got a good reason for it. I bet you're not jacking off 3 or 4 times before you fall asleep, are you?
No, no.
Well, that's why then. Try
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
but premature ejaculation, maybe
I never had that.
guys are
Hey, bud.
two pump chump or whatever, and the girls are like, oh, that's it, and like you need to get some Cialis or Viagra, so I can get mine too. And that's one thing I don't know. Like I said, I've never taken it, but my friend told me he took some Cialis, and he's like, golly, he's like, fuck, I fucking didn't even want that thing hard that long.
Cialis is
Yeah.
like Viagra.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the brand name, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But like then Michelle's was talking about, doing Jaeger bombs and all that. I mean, fuck, that's a whole different story. That's whiskey dick. I mean,
Well, they college kids do that to get drunk and still get a hard on.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, not only but no, but not only that, it's like you're awake and you're drunk. How many drunk people are that awake too? It's like when you're doing caffeine and then alcohol at the same time. It's like it's a
Yeah, but
recipe for craziness.
you don't
but
have to like get rip roaring, stumbling drunk.
and alcohol and some like Vicodin. Some people like one person will drink a couple beers, take Vicodin, and they'll be snoring, sawing logs. When another person takes it, some Vicodin, drinks beer, they're like a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's like taking an upper and a downer at the same time. It
right.
goes
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what the prostitutes do.
It's crazy. I used to do it when I was younger, and we'd have parties and stuff, and I'd take some of those, and it was like I would be up all all freaking
That's the
night
whole
drunk.
idea.
Yeah.
We used to take the Black Beauties. Uh,
You can't
Benny?
get that shit. You can't get those anymore.
No, I don't think. Well, you can get Bennies, I'm sure. What do the truckers use now to stay awake?
No, that's big dono. They catch you on that shit.
Yeah, you know, no dose or you can't get that shit anymore.
White Cross.
Yeah,
White Crow, yeah, that's fucking real deal, fucking speed.
Yeah,
yeah.
method.
Meth.
They, they got you. You know, now that you can't cheat in your logbooks like you used to be able to, there's no incentive to stay up like that.
Right. Yeah. 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 You have to get the sleep every
Yeah,
night. Right.
yeah. You got to pull. They catch you driving past that 11 hours, you're fucked.
Right. Yeah.
Whether you're tired or not.
Yeah. They'll
Some of
take
these
the license away.
semi trucks, they go into a limp mode after a certain amount of time.
Yeah. I mean, when I take those long trips, like I went out to Arizona last year, I drove straight through 26 hours there.
Yeah. You can do those marathons, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, I can, but barely.
He was driving with his dick.
Barely.
Yeah. It takes a lot out of you, right?
Yeah, and I will, like, sometimes I'll stop, like, for an hour or something, but, I mean, I can remember going to Florida a bunch of times, and I'd drink 7 Red Bulls, the small ones,
Right.
and a whole gallon of water. And I'd
Yeah.
get there just
I'd fall
fine.
asleep driving that far.
Yeah, I'd get there fine.
I'd have to get a lot of sleep and then
I'll
wake
tell you
up.
what to do is you do something like that, and then you get there, and hopefully you check in like at 6 at night. You take a 20 milligram gummy, the big water. You'll sleep like 18 hours.
Yeah.
Not even get up.
I could probably do 18 hours without any of that shit.
I couldn't.
Yeah, right. 18 is different than 24 or 7,
Holy
6.
shit. Holy
But
shit.
that's, and another thing too, when you're doing that kind of driving, once I get, west of Nashville or Memphis or Oklahoma City, man, it's not like you got to be like on your toes perfectly. It's not that much traffic. It's late at night. It's not like you're going through New York City dead tired,
Yeah, I hear you.
you know?
I've had to yell at Eric many times driving to Florida because
A lot of,
he doesn't like to stop, and
yeah.
I'm like, you're driving like an ass. Like even though
I'm right back.
I'm just like just pull over.
A lot of people run off the road and get killed driving to Florida. There's all sorts of stories about it on the
Oh, I
internet.
believe that. Like I had to yell at
Run
him.
into the back to stop cars, park trucks on the side, you name it.
Yeah, like I used to have to yell at him, pull over to a truck stop.
Yeah.
We'll just sleep for a couple hours and then we'll finish. But like, it's not a
You see,
marathon.
if I'm tired but not super tired, you don't want to pull over and not be able to fall asleep and piss away 2 hours.
Right, right. No,
But if I'm really, really tired, I mean, I don't believe the clock sometimes. I'll pull over, be tired as hell, shut my eyes, look, and like 3 hours later, I was sitting in a seat. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, Lou said I used to take the cold pills, the epinephrine, I think it's called.
Yeah, yep.
Just in the morning to
Yeah.
slap me awake something years ago. I don't know if you can get those anymore.
Fedra. Yeah. That's what they put in crack, meth.
The
Put that in, yeah. Right, you're right, Luzard, yeah.
for
Comes
making
up from Mexico.
bathtub speed they use it.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I know truckers. They have to It's mandatory. They have to stop after so many
That's
hours.
all electric now, too. Electric reporting automatic. Having 2 logbooks.
Yeah, it's a lot different. I had a friend who was a trucker. He owned his own truck too, so there was perks to that. But
No
he
money in
said,
it.
well, he made money, but the thing is because he also had a truck payment as well. It
Man,
was different.
it's a rough life. It's a tough way to make.
Yeah. There was more money in trucking in the 70s than there is now
He
when
had
you
to stop.
factor in inflation.
He had to stop doing it though because he wasn't healthy enough. I mean, I don't know.
You can't be
Usually,
a diabetic either and be a trucker.
Really,
he didn't. I don't know what it was. It was like blood pressure. It was something,
Yeah,
but
blood
like,
pressure, too. There's a limit to that.
yeah, they're strict on that. You have to get
Yeah.
tested, like I think once a year, get a physical and everything.
Yeah. It's a crappy life, man. Plus, sitting down all the time. Get
Well,
hemorrhoids,
well,
being on
spine problems.
well,
problems.
he was a big loner. Like he wasn't a real people person. It was kind of like good for him because he
Is that
didn't
that
really.
fucking weirdo who used to go over to his house and clean for him?
No, no. Is that the weirdo that used to go clean?
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might
He
know.
was
No.
beaten off too while you were vacuuming. Michelle's so naive sometimes.
Is she?
Yeah.
Are you, Michelle?
I guess looking back sometimes, like I mean, like Tom. I don't know. I think sometimes Tom can turn anything into something dirty.
Ah,
Like sometimes I don't think it was really like that. Like how he can make it
You don't think
seem.
he ever beat off thinking about you?
No, I don't think that it wasn't. I don't. No, I don't
You
think
act
every
like you
guy.
go over there to play fucking checkers and shit.
I don't think. I don't. Whatever. I don't think every guy is just like that sees a woman or whatever is just like beating off to her. I mean, come on.
you don't know though.
You're right.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, there was something a little off about that. I forgot what it was with that guy, Michelle. Quit bullshitting these people. There was something a little weird, quirky thing. That he might be gay.
Whatever. I don't know what you're talking
Was he
about.
ever married?
Yes.
He was.
Yes.
Did you ever meet her?
Yes.
And then they got divorced.
Yes.
And then you go over there and do what exactly?
I'm not getting into this story.
No, it was like weird cleaning. I can't remember all
No,
the details, but
no, it
it
was
was,
just a guy that
you
was
act like you were fucking doing Bible study.
it was just it was just a friend that was going through a hard time. I was just um because I knew his family, so it wasn't even like this was just some random guy. And
Yeah,
like,
it's not pervert. It's normal sexual inquisitiveness.
but
Guys might not elaborate or exercise on it, but that's just going through their mind all the time.
Thank you.
I mean, maybe okay. I think the thing is men think about sex more than women do. So maybe I was thinking something different because I my brain isn't wired like that. Do you understand what I mean? It's not the fact that women might be naive or not. It's just that men think differently than women do.
Yeah, I know.
They
It's
do.
the women that decide whether or not sex occurs. The guys will have it every time.
They're always ready. We're always ready to do it. It's when the women decide to
Right.
lift their tail and,
Yeah.
and purr the right way that will
I mean,
Engaged.
What's his
Hey,
age?
how old was that guy?
We're
How
not gonna
old
go.
was that guy? How old was that guy, Michelle?
I was in my early 20s. I think he was in his mid to upper 40s.
Oh yeah, he was beaten off like a motherfucker.
What do you mean, lucid elaborate? Mark pretty much summed it up.
I can't believe he thought he. Would you think he was over there just to like be friends?
But no, okay, the thing was is we were though, and I knew his family, so it wasn't like I didn't like it wasn't like I met this guy somewhere and he was like, "Oh, hey, you want to come over and, help me
But you
out or
cleaned for him,
anything?"
didn't you?
There you go.
Yes.
Did you ever find any dirty magazines?
Knock it off, Tom. We're not getting into this. Of course, Tom. We were supposed to go there.
You ever find pictures of yourself?
Yeah. The bathroom. Recognize the shoes.
We always have to go there, don't we, Tom? Like, that's just like,
No, but it's a safe bet. Yeah, I do have to go there mainly. If
It's
you
a
were
sure bet.
420 pounds, I wouldn't have thought a thing about it. You also would have never been over there.
no, I
Not a safe
probably
bet. It's
may
a sure
have.
bet.
I may have because we were friends. So it
Yeah.
wasn't even like,
No, he wouldn't have wanted you over there. He'd have found a fucking excuse for that. It's like, oh, Michelle, I'd like to come over and visit. She's like, "Doing."
That's too funny. Fucking
No, I think it
springboard.
probably was. It's like every guy everywhere. You just were you played the friend card, and you know that's how all this bullshit starts out. What do you start out as enemies and then have sex? No, it's friends.
no, I
You
knew,
get caught fucking
I,
around. What do you say?
no,
We were just friends. What else are you gonna say? We just got done fucking.
I was, no, I was friends with his family member. I knew, like, so I knew all of that.
What the
Like,
fuck does
it,
that have to do with anything?
because that's how that's how our relationship, it wasn't like we were close or we did, you know what I mean? Like, it
No, I
was
don't know
like,
what you mean. You're friends with this family. How does that have anything to do with this? You felt sorry for him? Was he
he was going through a hard time for a little bit. And then I was just kind of like,
better believe he was. It's called no sex life. What did you do to help?
clean. Hold on.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, we lost you, Michelle.
Yeah. It's probably her husband reaching over with a fucking pickaxe,
Yes.
severing the electrical connection. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right, Miami. I mean, any fucking guy, I mean, this is all predictable. If she wants the link, this is all very predictable. I'll translate any of this bullshit anytime you want. She thought she was just going over there she was going to help him through a tough time. I mean, what does that entail? Michelle, the fuck are you?
She fell off.
That was her husband swinging a pickaxe and
Yeah, it
killing
probably
the
was.
electrical connection.
So, it's kind
Did
of
he
like,
pay you?
no.
What?
Super weird. It's getting really weird now.
Fucking A.
No, the thing is,
The worst thing you could have said was no.
well, no, the thing is like your neighbor, right? So you help out your neighbor, right?
Yeah.
And like it's not like it's it's not like you're doing it for anything, or it's not like you're attracted to your neighbor, but like you would help out
Some
somebody,
of them I
like,
would.
right? But like that's just what I'm saying. Like, and I like, yeah.
I mean, I'm just a little lost here on just exactly. You helped him out a little through a tough time, so you cleaned for no pay.
It wasn't like extensive clean. It wasn't like hours of like labor or anything. Like it wasn't that big of a deal, really. It wasn't like it's not like it was like disgustingly like
dirty,
Yeah, I mean, like, it was
laundry everywhere.
right. It wasn't like horrific.
His undershorts hanging
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. He always kept it professional.
Yeah.
No weirdo Valentine's cards or money in an envelope for like 2 minutes work.
No.
You'd have known if you were cleaning my fucking house. You know why? You should have been there 5 minutes and I'd have handed you $400.
All right, well, I'll come clean your house for $400.
Right, Mark?
Yeah, oh yeah, you got to be prepared with that cash to.
Well,
Yeah, Michelle,
actually,
you've been forewarned.
well,
You
actually,
weren't married at the time, were you, Michelle?
no, it, cleaners here they make good money here.
How long have you been married, Michelle?
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Oh, three only. Oh, okay.
They've been banging for a couple decades, though.
Oh, you've been with your man for a long time. You just got married recently.
Yeah, we've been together for 17 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They've been living in separate bedrooms for 16.
Back it off.
I did too.
We have extra rooms in the house, and
No,
you
it's
know
not a fucking extra room. There you go with this raid-in Michelle kind of horse shit.
No, this
It's
is
a
the thing.
room you sleep in
I
to
know
sleep by yourself.
I know lots of married people who sleep in separate bedrooms. Maybe not every day and all the time, but there's a lot of people that do that.
once a
And it's
week at
fine.
least for
Yeah.
me. At
Bet
least.
you weren't doing it when you first started dating.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All my life, all the time, with any mate. I've always been like that. That sometimes I just don't want to be with someone else. I got to stretch out and
Even right at the very beginning?
yeah, yeah. Even at the very beginning, one day out of the week, it's just going to turn out that I'm going to crash out somewhere else.
I know a lot of people that have that. Like they have their own rooms and like they don't always sleep together. Like
Yeah.
I mean, some people might
Sucks
think
to be
that's
them.
weird. I mean, I think when you get older too, and like someone snores or whatever else, it was just kind of like, yeah, I'd rather not have to listen to that and be woken up all the time by snoring or whatever else. And I don't know, maybe they don't have big enough bed. Like you got to get the California King bed out and like figure, okay, well you sleep over there and like roll and like do whatever because you know how it is. It's not like when it's not like when you're married and stuff. You guys are holding each other and it's just so lovely and stuff.
Yeah,
No,
you're
you
right.
want to sleep. You want to sleep. You want to
Right.
sleep and you don't want
King
to.
size bed. It measures 6 feet by 6 feet square. That's how big a king size bed is. They're freaking huge.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I don't really either.
Plus,
don't-
you get ripped off on bedspreads and shit.
yeah, you have to pay a lot more
Get
for
a fucking hernia too, putting the fitted sheet on it.
I'm so
Try
old. I'm
And
so old.
getting a fucking
I'm so
California
old.
King up and down the fucking steps is a
Yeah.
fucking
I'll tell you what you can do with a king size bed, though.
Fuck on that thing all different ways.
You can sleep a family of 6 on one.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, it is, man. You gotta fucking be a goddamn gymnast to put that fucking fitted sheet on that motherfucker.
You kind of do though. Like even with the, I know what
Both
you
legs
mean.
up in the air, you're rocking on your stomach. Trying to stretch that motherfucker. And you look down there and you hear a woof. And that fucking corner pulled off on the other end.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll graduate to drying them off for 12 hours and cold. So that doesn't happen. Air dry. You put it on
About a
like hot,
California
like you
King.
would on like underwear and socks. You'll never get that fucking thing on.
Well, where you live, do you have a clothesline put up to like
Fuck
put your
no.
stuff, like to put like big stuff out there to dry?
No, I fit it all in the dryer. I make
Okay.
sure I don't buy anything that big.
Okay.
And if I did, there's places like you can go to a commercial, like they'll have a commercial washer at a coin laundry. And you can do that. I had one of those in Michigan. I got rid of the goddamn thing. I hated it.
Fucking
It's
cost me
just too much of a
$12
pain
for
in
me
the
to
ass.
wash them with the big wash machines.
Yeah, washing and dry. It was just going there and standing around during all those cycles and stuff.
You can talk to all the chicks.
Yeah, they're all ugly.
It'll be all right. I said you put a bag over your head and put a bag over hers in case yours falls off.
That's good
Well,
advice.
well,
Yeah.
I had 3 of these old broads want to get together that I met on that home tour. Their
Yeah.
husbands have died.
aw,
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them lives in an 11,000 square foot home.
you're the new meat in town.
Yeah. 10 years over, about 150 pounds overweight. I thought you're going to have to upgrade to a 20,000 square foot home.
They might have seen you
No, they
licking your
lost
eyebrows
yesterday.
and
Hey,
went,
Pug, they
man, this guy
lost.
here.
Yeah, they
They
lost.
lost.
They hit Bug.
You know,
Now,
they're all at a lesbian bar now crying.
was this in your town or was this in a different town?
Different
The one.
town, yeah, town over.
Oh, okay. Because you know
And
how
they
small.
all, right into the conversation, they all want to know what church I go to.
What do you tell them?
None.
Oh, what do they say?
Would you like to come? It's like,
Yep.
nah,
Fucking hey, they
maybe
invite you to
someday.
their church.
Yeah.
Hey, they'll
One
probably.
wants me to come see her sing next Sunday.
Oh, she
I
gonna be
used to sing
singing.
at church.
All these old broads want a hug, too.
They want to.
I had to pop one of those fucking Viagra's next time I go.
Hell yeah.
Is
Look
that?
at Tom. Tom's getting like all the.
Yeah, they were good looking older women. I mean, yeah, as good looking as possible. They were actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know,
Pug.
real.
The
They
women did
look
play.
exactly like if you saw like a Southern Living magazine with an older woman on the front, like
Like Martha
welcoming you
Stewart.
to her. Yeah, yeah, that kind of thing. Martha Stewart was super hot when she was young. She
She still.
modeled, you know.
She still looks good for her age.
No. Yeah, for
I
her
think
age.
so.
That's just
Yeah.
like when they tell you they want to introduce you to a friend of theirs, and she's really a super special person. That's usually
Great
about 60 pounds overweight.
Hey, let me tell you something. If I can be 80 years old and still look as good as Martha
Yes.
Stewart, like I'll be like, all right, it's not that bad.
No, I
I,
mean it's not like some like the worst example.
Right.
I figured out the other day when everything really heads south with women, I came up with the number.
oh yeah, you were mentioning this. What was it
Yeah,
again?
56.
56. Now, how do you figure that?
Just observation, being around, looking around. I mean, it really heads south after that.
Hmm.
I saw this woman where I work and I could tell that she was older. She had been in her 70s, but like the skin on her face, she looked younger than some 30-year-olds. So I don't know how that
Yeah, I
happened.
mean, probably didn't smoke, probably had really good genes, very careful around the sun.
I told her, I said, because she's like, oh, I've been married for, it was like, 50 years or whatever. And I was like, wow, your husband did a good job because you look like freaking, your her skin, like, not a mark on her. And she's
Yeah,
like, freaking,
probably terrible in bed. It doesn't work that way.
What's that?
really?
What do you mean?
Oh, she just, probably just, was like straight arrow, married, no weird positions. The end of the world. She gets a dirty magazine under your bed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's isn't
thank
that
you.
that's called being uh when
Being married?
but when you're really dried up about sex and everything's
Yeah, yeah.
free and
Hey,
everything.
but but Rita, she's talking to me like triples now. Rita says, "Oh, but to live my life, to have all those choices, it is." That's true, but I'll tell you this: a guy at my age has a hell of a lot more choices than a 60-year-old 8-year-old woman does. Would you agree with that, Mark?
Well, what do you mean as far as a possible other mate?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there's
I think
Rob?
there's a
depends.
lot of eligible
Now,
older women out there.
now, what if this? Okay, because there's this bar. It's like a bar place out around here where all the people who have money go, and they call it a cougar bar. All these women have like lots of money, right? And they get these younger guys all the time because they obviously have the money. So I think money has something to do with it too. I don't think it's
Big
just
time. Fuck yeah, it does.
like Cher. Did you see Cher? Cher
Who
has a
cares how you get there?
What did
Right,
you
Mark?
ask me, bud?
Who cares how you get there? Would you say a 60-year-old, 8-year-old guy had better odds with the opposite sex than a 68-year-old woman?
Uh,
Yes, if they were both like financially the same, maybe like that
I
was
think a 68-year-old guy's got way more,
options.
chances at like relationships than a 68-year-old 8-year-old woman.
I
I
think
don't
you're right. I think that there's more eligible women out there that are either had a divorce or husband has died young, like a lot of men tend to do, and they're walking around looking for a man, and the 68-year-old man has a lot to choose from.
Thank you. See, Rita? Listen up, girl.
not always
I'm saying,
though, but not
No, not always.
oh
I'm
no,
talking in general. In
okay.
general.
I think so in a whole, yeah.
I think
But
money
you
has
could
a lot
take
to do
like
with it.
68-year-old women, just the normal pick of the litter, just a blind sampling of anywhere in the United States. Send 5 of them out, and it'd be a decade before one of them got banged.
I mean, I've met women in their 60s who have
Oh, here
fallen
we
in
go.
love again, who found
Yeah, it happens.
I
But
mean,
a lot of those ones I'm talking about, just carnal knowledge, just balls to the wall, caveman fucking. Not meeting at church, not gardening together, having a sexual relationship with someone brand new.
I don't I don't think a lot of women in general, like once they get to that point in life, are just you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
do know what you mean. That's what Lucid says. A lot are content. Yeah, they're single because they have no hormones left. They have no sexual urge.
The 68-year-old woman.
Yeah,
I thought that I
in
thought
general.
I always thought that they get more urge as they get older.
No. Sometimes it'll reverse menopause. You'll get women that'll turn into nymphos. But
Yeah,
most of the time, their sex life just
dries up.
dies. Yeah,
Uh,
can't give it away. I know older women that tell me this too. It's not just my
yeah,
biased. They'd like to get a good stiff one here and there.
they deserve one.
I agree.
everyone deserves to get loved.
They've earned it. And I'm not talking about loved. I said a big stiff one.
The hide the kibasa.
Yeah. Who either divorced or widowed who are content. Yeah, they're content. Yeah, but I bet. But you can find this out for yourself. Yeah, you're going to find some, but you're not going to find that in women in their 30s, in their early 40s. They're not content being single. Bullshit. In general, I'm talking numbers here.
I think there's a lot of them, Lucid, that are walking around and don't know how to meet men and would really like to at that age.
What
And
age?
68-ish,
Oh yeah.
there's
I
a lot
think
of women
Hey,
that
they're
are,
meeting the fucking men. The men are still walking. They walk right by.
I
Why do
think
you think Why do you think the parking lot of a good strip club is packed with old men?
yeah, because they like to look at the younger women, of
Yeah.
course. But there's if you're attractive, you've kept yourself in good shape. You're 68 and you're still, you dress nice and everything. I think that there's hope for you.
But this is the thing too, and I need to talk about this. What Lucid is saying. A lot of women when they get older, they don't want to have to take care of another man. And a lot of
No,
men,
that's true.
not
Yeah.
saying every, not saying
Yeah, you're
every,
right. Yeah, you're
not,
right. Yeah,
but they're like, I don't want to be their nurse. I don't want to be,
right.
have to deal
That's
with
because they're
all.
not getting laid anymore.
Hmm,
If their
maybe.
husband turned into like a quadriplegic when they were 22, they're gonna really have a real dilemma there.
Yeah, because I've had a lot of older women tell me that. Because I'll ask them, I'll be like, so have you ever, are you still working for
Right,
love?
Lucid.
Whatever. And that's what they'll tell me. They'll
But
just be
here's
like,
the deal: when you're young, we all are on the same track, and then you get older, and we start talking like lucid, like fleeting thoughts, and they're content being single. It's all hormones. It's directly tied to hormones in every single individual case. You're going to get some lady that still has her cherry at 92, some kind of weird way.
Shut the
Never,
door.
never met Mr. Right. They're out there, but by and large, this whole thing is geared, starts out, is maintained, and falls apart for hormones.
I
What?
still have mine. Like, I don't,
Yeah, no, you still have yours, but I told you get a shelf life too. If you're lucky, you probably got another 14 years.
well, I mean,
So
I
you
just,
better get to
Then
getting.
you'll be going, swallowing a Quaalude down in a bottle of wine and going to Rita and rubbing these young fag shoulders at the male strip clubs.
Ask Ron Jeremy, he'll tell you.
What do you say, Sailor?
Hey, Ron.
What? What's going on?
Yeah, but they're pretty much gone though at that age.
What's going on, guys?
Fuck, you go broke on KY jelly.
We're
I got
talking.
plenty, I got plenty of that laying around here. What's going on?
Do you? You
Hey,
got it in the tube or the tub?
I got both.
That's my man. No wonder you
Want me
two
to,
are still
want me to,
together.
want me to, want me to send you some?
Nah, I got plenty myself.
Tom's
For
an
Okay.
guests.
investor. He's an investor in KY.
It's for
Never, never,
guests.
never leave home without it, right?
He's
And I've
got
never used it
quarter
one
million
time.
dollars in the pipeline.
I've never used it one time.
Oh, that's good. I don't either.
You're missing out, man.
What do you have it for then?
But,
It
oh,
it
what?
moisturizes his eyes.
it's for his elbows.
That's a good point. I mean, is there a bunch of a market for that? Isn't that like a medical issue generally?
yeah. Well, not even necessarily a medical issue. I would say, like, it's just like your hormones, it's just,
But do you know any young girls using it?
well, the only thing that I can tell you about that is I have delivered a lot of KY to a lot of college campuses, so I don't know what
I
that
think that's butt
means.
fucking.
I don't know. I don't ask, like, I just felt like I know
I want
what
you to
they're
start
using.
asking some fucking questions.
Yeah,
Knock on the door.
KY.
Now, this is interesting. Delivering a lot of KY jelly
Well,
to the college campuses.
yeah, well,
To
I
guys or girls?
guys, but like
Really?
they don't even like
Look at
you
Mark.
would
He's about ready to start beating off right now. Wait for him
well
to get
you
real quiet.
well you would think that like the bags they would like put them in like not clear bags where I could see what they're buying.
Great. I bet they had a lot missing when you made the delivery. It's like
I
this has been opened.
I've had some propositions,
I
delivery
bet you
stuff.
did. Fuck yeah, man. If I was
I
a college kid getting some fucking KY jelly and you delivered it, I'd have you and you could help me clean.
Yeah,
I
that's right. We do some vacuuming
It's turning.
together.
Yeah, thank you.
I had one. Well, it was hilarious because I had one lady answer the door. She was in her robe, like she was naked, like she wasn't even like
Oh,
covering
gross.
herself.
You know what happened to me once? Here's another one. I used to deliver water beds I was a subcontractor and I used to deliver water beds when I was a teenager. And I was delivering a waterbed to this woman once, and I banged my knee really hard against the corner of the bed. And she worked for Carling O'Keefe. She was giving me beer while I was setting up the bed.
Oh, now we're fucking talking.
And I hurt myself bad, or I cut myself pretty bad on the corner. So she said, "Let me help you with that." And I was in shorts, and I sat down on her toilet, and she bent over and she licked my knee. I ended up losing the contract for the waterbed people that I was delivering for out of Scarborough that night because I stayed with her, and
Got a boy.
Yeah, good man. That was a bullshit job anyway. It was worth it, wasn't it?
yeah, it was very much so. She was really nice.
Hey, man, how was her body and stuff?
Nice. She was
Oh, yeah.
an
Did you go back a week later and bang the other knee?
older than me. She was like 36 and I was like 18, 17.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'd have never left. I'd have died there. Who opened their big mouth and somebody found out about it?
I didn't show up for my next delivery that night. And
That's awesome.
they gave me shit, and I ended up admitting what happened to one of the guys.
Oh, yeah.
It went
That
up.
was so great.
It was all over the place in no time.
Yeah, you must. I bet you were an expert too, because I had a waterbed one time. Your hands stick down too far in them.
Yeah,
You can't really bang them good.
You gotta get the ones with baffles.
Yeah, I wish I did.
My
I wasn't
parents
like the first ones ever made, the ones that leaked to get you kicked out of an apartment for being on the second floor.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, my ex-girlfriend just went home. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, that's all right.
No, my friend came over. She just went home.
Okay. Hey, Michelle,
Mhm.
you've been on a waterbed?
My parents had a water bed when I was a kid.
Debbie used to have a
That's not what I'm
waterbed.
talking about.
Yeah,
Debbie had
that's
one.
yeah. Well, that's that's basically the end of the story. Though.
Oh, okay. Chris, you ever been on one?
Yeah, Debbie used to have one when I first met her. When I first moved in with her, she had one. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we all waterbed place back then. We have that.
A lot of
That
work
was-
though. They're nice to have, but it's a lot of work though.
When they get a leak in them, it's a real pain.
Yeah, when you get leaks, it's a pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Anyone I was ever on ended up leaking.
Yeah, exactly.
I had
If you
split
poke
open
a hole in it.
once. It actually split open. It filled the room up past my ankles, like up to my shins, and then
Wow.
it went down to the next floor, and then down to I was renting an apartment at that time, and it went down to the apartment below. But luckily, the damage wasn't so bad that I had to pay for anything.
I wonder if
Do you have
places.
a heater in yours?
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
I wonder if places can make them or not.
they're tough to have though because they're so comfortable. They're tough to get out.
Yeah.
You mean get out of them?
Get out. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Are
I'll
there
tell you
places-
another thing you'll notice when you get older. Try sleeping on a mattress on the floor.
Oh, it's horrible.
No, mate, but getting off that motherfucker, you'll end up.
No
Yeah.
shit.
I know.
It's tough. You roll
I
over,
know.
get on your knees, and get on your elbow.
Yeah, you'll end up skipping going to the bathroom because it's such a pain in the ass.
You want to look
Hey,
for a ladder to get up.
at least if you fall off the bed, at least you won't have to go far, right?
No, that's exactly right.
That's
Hey,
right.
and you know too, when you get older, when you go to, they got toilets about 3 inches higher.
I have one of those.
Yeah, I got
a
them.
high-rise toilet. Fucking A,
No, somebody mentioned it to me, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
And you just
It's better
kind of
for
like
you.
slide
Yeah.
right on that fucker.
Yeah. It's a lot easier on the knees.
Yeah, knees.
Hell yeah.
Water beds are good for sex. No, just kidding.
They're hard sometimes. They're not that easy because they're sometimes too squishy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good in a sense that you can one push and then whatever the motion will keep you going for a while.
Do they still even make water beds anymore?
Oh yeah, you can still get them. I'm sure.
Yeah. I didn't think
but they're not popular like they were.
No, I got an idea with all the science that's come across over the years with sleep hygiene and stuff. I bet they're not really worth a fuck for an old spine.
They're probably shit for your
Yeah,
spine.
I bet they are.
I can
You'd be
imagine.
better off sleeping on a fucking used lawn chair.
Maybe.
Yeah, but when you're young, you're thinking, oh, waterbed, the novelty, it's
Yeah.
heated.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get old, it's like you'll think you got fucking rear-ended.
Well, you know what you can do with them. You take your sheets off. You take your everything off. So you just got the rubber bag, and you put oil on it, and have wild sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got into any of that weird shit.
Slippery. It's slippery and fun. It's
Yeah.
not really weird, Tom. It's just different.
Did it do anything for you, Chris?
No.
Would you have to put something down first?
What did we do? No, we just
Like a rubber
around. Yeah, because the oil was actually
You'll be able to slide in a lot easier, though. That's for sure.
Somebody was talking about that on a chat one night, though. Remember that? Where they were getting banged after putting oil on? Do you remember that, Michelle?
I think
Somebody was on a chat one night talking about that.
Yeah. What did they
Yeah.
say?
That they got like flicked up and shit and had sex on the top of a bed like that, like oil and stuff.
I've
That's what
done
you're
it.
supposed to do.
What's that?
I've done it before. It's
Yeah, but there was somebody. Maybe it was you talking about it. Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah. Good for you. Congratulations.
Well, it's just something different, I guess. It's only once, and it's not something that I did all the time. But there's people that that'll lay a sheet of plastic down and roll around in an inch of the stuff and make out.
Huh.
Who the hell is
That's Rob.
Oh yeah,
You know what's funny is how you guys like get together and joke about sex, talk about sex and everything.
Women never do.
No, never.
I know.
Well,
I
maybe
bet you don't even know. Girlfriend, as far as I can tell, girls don't really talk about dick size and shit either with their girlfriends, with the
Yeah.
guys they're with.
I always wondered about that if they did or not. But I think that whether they do or not, if you
I
got
mean, I don't think. I think with women we just don't get as graphic and detailed. It's not that we never talk about it or anything else, but I don't think it just gets to a certain.
you don't say like my man's got a monster cock, and we have.
No,
Well,
no.
you might be like, oh, he's a good lover, or he's good in bed,
Yeah,
or
that's how it'll be, something like that.
I remember when I was growing up in high school, people would always ask me if if I ever masturbate or whatever when you're in high school, and you know what I mean. Anybody anybody that tells you they don't, they're full of shit. So, you know what I mean. Even in high school, people would always say shit like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, Blue.
I don't know why they don't talk about it.
because women were raised
You know
to
who
be
Dr. Ruth
ladies.
is? You know who Dr. Ruth is, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
He can really educate you.
Whatever, she's dead now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, she passed away last year.
I have Frisky, so my bed is.
No, they're good beds. I'd like one of those too
I
now.
have one of those. One of my beds is one of those where you can put you could put
Yeah,
up
I think it'd be nice.
the
Because
head,
if
or
you're
you could
reading
put
a book and drinking a beer and shit, a flat bed, like you'll spill and shit, and you'll end up putting the bottle like next to your side and forget about it and get up and it spills on the thing.
They're not that expensive.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those.
What are they?
Those kind of like beds where it's like you can put it at a 45.
Oh, okay, like a hospital bed.
Yeah. And maybe a year after that, you can get the tub with the door on the side, so you don't need to step over the thing.
With the handles.
Yeah. No, I don't think any guys really use. I remember as kids having pissing contests.
Okay.
But but not rulers and the brag.
Well, well, Tom, I'm sure somebody for a couple $100 will help you into your shower for you. Okay.
Yeah, I got an outside shower. Oh, you'd like to have one, Rita? Yeah, there's guys aren't really like that much. They say that guys, if they're in a shower room or something, they'll look at another guy's dick real quick.
Okay, so please.
Unless they're gay, then they just never look away.
So I want to know, do you guys like when you guys are peeing in the urinals? Like, do you
Hmm.
guys ever look at each other?
No, I
Like,
never do.
no, I wouldn't
No.
either.
Do you, Mark?
What's that?
When
Sorry.
your two guys are peeing in a urinal, you never look over, do you?
Nah,
Well,
why would I do that?
Yeah.
have you ever
Don't
have you ever
don't get so defensive about it.
have you well no have you ever like seen it on accident? Like, have you ever were you ever like
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
like you didn't
yeah.
mean to? It's not like you were
Right.
like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I did. Yep, I saw some on accident.
That's why I like our we have stalls. Like, so unless if you walk into the stall, it's like,
Yeah, right. Do you
I
believe
do.
in shy kidneys, where you don't like someone hearing you're urinating?
There's, I mean, I personally like when I go to the bathroom, I don't want anybody in the bath. That's why I never understood how guys could just like stand right next to each
Well,
other. Like,
they'll have a baffle or ice. It doesn't sound like you're peeing in the side of a baking pan. You just
oh,
see a guy standing there.
oh, okay,
And if you're extra worried about it, you flush it first.
all right.
No, Russet, no.
I just think, yeah, I would just find it real. Like, I couldn't imagine us women like sitting on toilets like next to each other with like
Yeah.
hardly anything. Like, just
Yeah.
it's just weird how.
They say that's the one big thing in prison. You got to go to the bathroom in front of people.
Well, isn't that weird how men have to pee next to men, but like women did like we have stalls and
Yeah, but
everything.
you guys will dance together at a wedding.
I yeah, but I don't want people like in the bathroom stall with me either, like strangers. Like,
Lu-
oh, hey, we do. Oh, I'm just peeing. Like, I don't know.
Lucid said in her school the girls used to talk about bra sizes.
Oh, when
Brag about
oh
their bra sizes.
yeah. Well, when you're younger and you're a teenager, you talk about a lot of you brag about a lot of stuff.
Oh,
So
really? Huh.
even in the Catholic schools, well,
There's a joke where two Jews are in a washroom peeing side by side, and the one Jew says to the other one, "Oh, you must have been circumcised by Rabbi Rabinowitz." And the second Jew says, "Yeah, that's correct. How did you know?" And he said, "Well, Rabbi Rabinowitz cuts on an angle, and you're peeing on my shoe."
Right. That's it. Oh, Lucid says you got to do that in jail too. I
what
always
is?
thought it'd be great to be like, say I got a job as a prison warden, like the head of a whole woman's prison.
Oh God, no, Tom,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no. You
yeah.
would,
And
we
then
can't.
I got a terminal disease. They said I'd have 2 years to live. I would be the wrong guy for that job.
Oh jeez. Yeah, Tom, we can't. Yeah, that wouldn't be. Yeah, here's Tom.
What a great life.
I would honestly, I would never want to work in a prison though.
No, it's terrible.
I can't imagine like ugh, going there.
I know.
What what happened to
It'd be
Rob?
a den.
Is Rob like cleaning his floors?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm machining a part. I'm picking up the chips as I'm machining them.
Oh, okay.
It looked like you were like Swiffering your floor.
Because
Oh, yeah.
I'll walk on the chips and they'll get like stuck in the bottom of my
Yeah.
shoes.
Yeah.
and then I'll track them all through the building or in my house or my car. So I like.
Yeah.
Try
What
to
are you making? A couple anal plugs?
Yes, sir.
All right. Why do you have to machine those? Can't you just order them?
I'm cheap, man.
Yeah, be
These
a
are
guard.
special sizes.
So you can just stay there as late as you want tonight?
24 hours.
Good for you. Is there anybody else in there?
Nobody else here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's a big ass building. I'm the only one here.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see who's.
I'm making a it's an indicator for this height gauge. I'll show you here once I get it done. Just a few more
An
cuts.
indicator for what?
An indicator for a height gauge.
Fuck is that?
A height gauge, something that gauges how tall something is.
Oh, okay. Height.
There's a little indicator, a finger that
Oh,
sticks
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And the last one, I don't know, it got lost in transit or something. So I'm making one here because I got some shit I gotta measure the height of. Just give me a moment. It'll be just a few minutes. I'll get it done.
Oh,
Okay.
Lucid. So Lucid, I'd like to point this out too with men. Men constantly will lie about their height. That was always
Yeah,
a big
that's
thing.
true.
TD,
You're
even
right.
in adulthood, even
Yeah,
in
you're right. You're right. And they'll go to
always.
all sorts of extents to wear like big heels on their shoes and stuff, but yet trying to get them to look like a normal shoe.
Or they'll stand taller.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I really notice that is because I'm so tall
How tall are
and
you?
5'9".
Okay.
So, and then when I wear heels, it's like 6 feet. And it's like, if a
Yeah.
guy says, oh, a lot of guys will be like, oh yeah, I'm like 5'9", 5'10", and I'm like, no, you're not. I'm taller than you. But no, I'm not.
Does that bother you? Do you feel different when a guy's shorter?
I mean, it, my husband's the same height as me. He's a little bit shorter, so
That's not the same height.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think women just like taller guys, and guys are always like, oh yeah, I'm so. Lucid. Lucid knows.
I think that I don't care if they're taller. He's a little bit shorter than you.
Yeah,
Like how much? No bullshit. Don't lie.
not a lot. Like only like an inch, half an inch. We're like basically the same height.
So do you wear high heels when you go out with him?
He does not like when I wear high heels. He does not like it,
Gotcha.
but I
I
still
don't,
do
mi-
it.
I don't mind if a woman's taller than me.
Right, Frisky. It doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like anything else. During the dating stages, if you got a problem with it, never gets that far. You're not
Right.
fucking marrying anybody that you got a problem with how fucking tall they are because you didn't even date them. If you did, it wasn't for long.
I've known shorter guys who've dated taller women and who got married and
No, it
everything.
happens, but
So.
I'm saying if you were that way and it bothered you, it'd never get that far.
Well, the status quo, what you see most people do is most of the time, 9 times out of 10, the man is taller than the woman.
Right.
It's just how it goes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're
It,
right.
it's not, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be like a foot taller than the woman or anything, but like that's just usually what you see.
But when you're 5'9", 6 foot in heels, you're going to be about the same size as the average man, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part. Yeah, usually.
You're 5'4"? Oh, 5'9". Okay. I wouldn't care if they were taller. It just never really worked out that way.
Right.
A lot of
They,
those like girl runners and high jumpers and volleyball players are tall, but they're good looking as hell.
Yeah.
well, a lot of guys don't like to go after taller women anyways. So
I'd go after him.
Me too.
the average
I
man
like that look.
the average man is five yeah, it's five I would say 5'9's the
Oh
average man
wow,
for
5 feet, 4'9". Yeah, you know who else has got little kids is L.A. He's got a daughter that's like 4'8" and a son that's like 5'10" or some shit.
my son. Well, my son when he was little,
4'10", that's handicap.
they told me that he was going to be over 6 feet tall, and I don't even think he made it to 6 feet tall. I think he's a little bit taller than me. Like I don't even think he's
Yeah, he
six
could
feet.
still grow some though.
Yeah, true, but his doctors, they were like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna be," because they kind of like average between when they're born and like 2 years old. Like how I don't know what kind of formula they use, but they kind of like gauge how tall your kid's gonna end up being. And I was just like, well, my dad's 6'6", and I have a brother who's 6'4". So, and all those girls are around the same height. So I wouldn't be surprised, but he never.
How many sisters do you have?
I have two sisters.
Oh yeah, older,
Yep,
younger.
I have an older and a younger sister and an older brother.
How's that one with the heart problems?
Oh, so she's doing fine.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
doing good. Yeah, I have. Yeah, and I have an older brother too. So, but my older brother, he's almost 50. Yeah,
Wow.
wait, no, I think he is 50. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we get there eventually.
Yeah. Hopefully. Is he married?
Yeah, he's married. He's married. He has
Okay.
two kids. And his wife is almost the same height as him. She's taller than I am.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't miss them when they walk into a room together.
How are their kids? Tall?
Yep. She has two daughters and they're tall too. So they're gonna be I'm actually like it was hard being tall when I was younger, that's for sure, but not so much when you get older.
What's, how, yeah, what was your age when you reached 5'9"?
Well, I can tell you I reached 5'8" at 12,
No kidding.
Wow.
and I was so scared because I was like hoping I was like, please don't get any taller.
I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna get loud.
Okay. No kidding. 5'8" at 12.
hmm But girls, they stop growing a lot faster than guys do.
Yeah, but they start earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think there's
But
anything into that hormones in the food now and women sexually maturing younger?
If they say so, they say
so
young girls get breasts earlier.
so this
Yeah.
is what I don't understand is a lot of girls are also starting to menstruate earlier than they were before. So I don't know if that's a hormone thing. I don't know if it's the vaccines that they're giving
Yeah.
kids, the newer ones and everything, because there's a
Yeah.
lot of newer vaccines that's triggering um just overall development sooner than it was before.
So what age are they getting a big old set of knockers now?
Well, I can tell you that girls are starting to get their periods at like 10, where it used to be like 14, 13, 14, 15. Now it's like 9, 10 years old.
Wow, that's young to be going.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
weird.
Now, do girls, when you were around young girls growing up, Elucid said they talked about bra sizes and stuff. Is that something young girls are worried about at a young age?
Oh yeah. Oh sure. Cause your body, you're I don't know, you don't really know much about bodies and like, girls they get together and um it's like a whole changing thing, like, cause you don't know where you're gonna end up. Like,
Yeah, right.
when you're, it's like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy. I mean, some more than others, but
Yeah.
it's also dad. Like, also like related.
He thinks it's the food. Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be like I have I have no idea exactly. I can't say for sure, but I just find it strange from even when I was younger, how it just seems like girls are just like I hear it all the time from my friends who have kids, like, "Oh, my daughter got her period." I'm like, "Why? Your daughter's like 10 years old."
Do you see the
Okay.
size of the chickens these days in the grocery stores?
Yeah.
They're huge, all from the growth hormones that they give them. I think that definitely, I think that's a contributing factor to young
Yeah.
ladies maturing earlier.
I wish they'd put something in the food to make older women's breasts firmer.
Maybe they could do that next.
But you wouldn't want firm chicken, so it'll probably never happen.
Yeah, that's true.
What a
So
shame. I mean, do you really believe there are people out there that just had a fantastic, excuse me, sexual relationship for 50 years? That the end was just as good as the beginning?
never.
No, me either.
I've read a lot of like um
Excuse me.
magazines and articles about people still having decent sex lives, after a
Decent
certain
ones.
age.
Sure, you can do that. But as good as the beginning, as good as when you're in your 20s and 30s, I don't think so.
Yeah. What a shame.
It is. You think they'd leave us with something, at least that to enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
But if you think about it like this, a lot of people have kids together and grandkids to keep them like and have hobbies. So I mean, it's not
Oh,
the
yeah.
older you get, the older you get, you kind of have
Other reasons that you're bonding, you know?
right.
Other things. You've brought up maybe children together and you've gone through ups and downs in life and you have all those past experiences that you've shared together that just brings you closer together as human beings.
I mean, I think the longer your relationship is, yeah, you're gonna have times where stuff isn't the best, but it's like you go through bad times, but then the good times come back. And I mean, it's like anything.
Yeah. Well, speak for yourself.
Yeah. I thought guys liked soft and supple boobs. If you want firm, there are fake
Now,
boobs.
there's firm boobs. I mean, they're not that plentiful, but they're around.
Well,
Just go into porn or Hamster or Pornhub and just type in natural firm boobs.
what will you
You could,
get?
oh my God, you just get the most greatest tits in the world.
Ah,
There's so many variations too. Passion made a book. They make a book about a lot of things: poetry, physics, photography. They made a book on breasts,
nice.
which of course, I bought.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Worth every dime.
All different types and shapes.
Oh but mainly like just great tits. I mean, just like why? If tits are like anything, it's like genetics, right? I've seen like older. I'm not talking about too old, but like mid 30s with like great tits, and 18-year-olds, great bodies, but old lady tits.
Right.
I don't even know how all that works, to be honest with you.
Oh, what works?
Like, just like everybody's different, like
Yeah, they
bodies.
are. It's so
And
different though.
So many
So different.
different.
Like some women, I know it's genetics. You'll see some women like a flat ass stomach. their whole life, man. Just like a little paper crease when they bend over. And then you'll see ones that were really attractive, good bodies, but always a little pudgy, unrelated to their period around their midsection.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say much because, like, yeah, I mean, I've met men where they're like they have like awesome upper bodies and have like no
Skinny
legs.
legs, yeah. My
Yeah,
wife
like
used to, yeah, you're right. Yep, no legs. You know, that keeps a lot of guys out of bodybuilding too.
I never understood that. Like I met a lot of
It's
guys.
genetics, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just thought that that was normal. And then I met a couple guys who had like, probably more normal looking, legs. But
Yeah.
if that's a thing, like, no, I don't know, more meat on their, I don't know, muscle meat. I have no idea on their legs. I'm like, oh, I thought guys just had naturally skinny legs. That's all. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. But like I said, that'll keep some guys from being bodybuilders or legs. Nothing you can do about it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I. They,
You said you didn't care for like guys' looks that much.
no, no,
What were you
no,
looking for then?
Yeah, what attracts you to a man?
Big old long tongue or something?
no. I just like if it's more of like a emotional thing with me. I don't know if we're compatible with each other, and like I said, I'm not the most compatible person. So it's like if I can find somebody who's,
Yeah. No.
I don't care what you look like. Well, I mean, to a degree. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was never that picky about looks.
My
So
wife is like that too, thank God.
yeah, like I wasn't that picky. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm not gonna say just anything, but like, it's just weird. I
Lucid's
don't know.
trying to come in. Lucid's trying to come in the back door to start talking about black dicks.
Oh no.
Look what she said. I mean, is there a better opening line?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
I'm not sure.
Now, if you had a daughter, Michelle, would you have any problem with her going out and riding a big black cock? As long as they loved each other?
As long as they have those, as long
You
as
you are so fucking full of shit. Mark, how about you? Catholic schools their whole life, and they're getting railed by some famous Windsor rapper right out of high school.
Yeah, that'd be a tough one, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Tough
Nice
to
and fucking
swallow.
truth. Where's Rob when we need him? Now, does that make you a racist?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
It's just a matter of preference how you prefer your daughter to who you prefer your daughter to be with.
Yeah. Look
see,
at Lucid. She's guy's eyes, smiles.
I think I think the thing is women just want to be treated right. You know what I mean? Like I think that's just what it comes down to.
See what Lucid said? Oh my God, Tom, I
Mhm.
know absolutely nothing about big
Well,
black.
she knew the abbreviation for it, though, didn't she?
Yeah, that's right.
You better say that around that husband of yours. See, now, I don't think that's racism either. I met a couple girls in my life that, somehow during the thing they were like dating black guys for a year. It's like, Saya fucking Nara.
Oh yeah, that bothers you, eh?
Yeah, I didn't turn into a fucking chronic compulsive liar like Michelle has. I can't wait. I hope your son that starts dating some black girl, about 350 fucking pounds. I just want to see the look on your face at the wedding. Because I laugh hysterically in my car with binoculars.
Of course, yeah, of course you would do that with binoculars on.
That's what everybody comes out of the go-to answer, as long as they were in love. What a crock of shit. Fucking disappointing, man. Why isn't anybody else admitting this?
I think, because you've never had kids, so like you only have so much
Yeah,
control. You
yeah,
only,
you're right. No, yeah,
you know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
saying
And
that
the thing is,
it was. Yeah,
so the thing
no,
is, right? So like,
you're
let's
right. I'm
say,
fucking fucked.
so let's say your kid becomes an adult and does something, and like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's not what you wanted them to
No,
do
yeah.
or
You
whatever, but it's
fucking
like,
telling me.
if you tell them that when they're adults, what's going to happen? They're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that right
No,
away.
no, I know. I'm just saying if it ended up like that, if you think about it the same as with someone like you.
I don't really think about stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you're lucky. But if you did, just hypothetically. So you're giving this politically
No,
fucking correct answer horse shit, which we're
uh,
trying to get away from. Mark
but
admitted he'd be disappointed. I have. I know Rob's going to agree with us.
you don't
Lucid
even.
got defensive on Big Black Cock. So I know she wouldn't be happy with it. It's okay.
I'm just saying, if you have a child, it would be like a.
No, I know
It's
that. I'm not talking
because
about
like
that. I'm talking
because like
about if I had my druthers. Like, would I rather have a straight son or a gay son? I'd rather have a fucking straight one.
I've never. You know what? I think I might ask these questions to my father one day. I'll be like, and
Ask
he
him.
probably wouldn't tell me the answer. He'd probably be like, I love you anyways, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you always want the
There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, they get to be adults and they want to do this, and you just got to fucking go with it.
yeah, like you want the best for your kids, right? And you want them to make smart
Thank
decisions
you.
for themselves, for their future. You want that. But it's like if you were to, the thing is if something happened when they're adults, and
Hmm.
if you were to go and you were to be like, I'm so disappointed in you,
No,
I
you couldn't
did,
say that shit.
because they're just gonna be like, give you the
No, you'd have to
finger.
tell your Jew psychiatrist.
Yeah, like they're just gonna give you the finger and hate you, and then even if they come to their senses on whatever decision that you didn't like, they're not gonna talk to you ever again, you know?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
gotta
well, when
work.
your son gets married, and that happens, they're gonna have your first family feud because no one's bringing ribs to the reception.
You like ribs? I don't like ribs. They're too messy.
You know, you
It's
better
like
like them that
messy.
fucking day. You have a goddamn drive-by in your most important day of your son's life.
You're such an ass.
I know Penny out there in Texas. I know what she thinks. I don't even need to ask. Infilov, he spelled it out. No matter what color or size, but it fit without a little blue pill. Yeah, I mean that's yeah. See, now, Squirrely, we were talking about the little blue pill, but I don't think the reason that everybody takes the little blue pill is the same.
Yeah, and that's not totally true, accurate either, Squirty. 52 is not for everybody.
No, after 52 years, so that'd be 70s.
Oh,
You
after
probably take anything you can get to
no,
get a fucking hard on.
after
I don't
50.
want a fucking hard on at 70. I'll take those fucking Viagras and wash them down the fucking toilet. After 52 fucking years and I got to take this to do this, they'd find me hanging off the fucking shower curtain.
Hmm.
I just think there's a lot of reasons why you take a Viagra. And
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I can't believe that it's all because you couldn't get a hard on in another way. Like getting jerked off by an 18-year-old Jap in a sauna.
But what I have to say is, what I have to say about all of this is, I found that women who get involved after their marriage or whatever
Yeah.
later in life, they get a lot of shit for that relationship
You're
from
right.
other people in society. They don't like to see that, moving on when you're older and finding somebody, which I don't think that there's anything wrong
Yeah.
with.
I'm just looking. How about this? I'm just looking for one that likes to give blowjobs. Are they out
Really?
there? Can you help me with this?
Really?
Yeah, I really fucking am. Which is
Well,
why I haven't had one in 20 years.
well, they have the mail order brides. You could.
Nah, I'm not that
You,
stupid. I don't want my head chopped off in my sleep. The Russian mafia to run me off the road in fucking Crawfordville. Okay. No thanks. I want really dumb, desperate, and pretty.
good luck finding that.
Yeah. Tell me
Yeah.
about it. It hasn't been easy. Doesn't keep me from looking, though.
Oh, Squirrely Trailer's odd.
Yeah. Squirrely's got to figure it out. Hey, get down. Rob wants the link, Mark.
Oh, okay.
He just got done unpacking some ephedra and Mexican hash that was overnighted to him from his cousin.
Right.
He was machining the metal box that it came in so the dogs couldn't sniff it. It's an international Mexican drug cartel. Don't make Rob mad.
Yeah.
Rob's part
Thank
of
you,
the
Frisky.
Mark's part of the Mexican cartel. Mark's part of the Canadian mafia.
Yeah.
Tom's part of the
Yeah, as we age, it sucks. That's why this is a total paradox where if you get my age and you meet women, I really had some nice conversations with some older women. But I just
So let me get this. You would not be looking for an older woman that would like make you dinner, or
no, God, no, fuck
that's
no.
not what you want. Like you
No,
don't want that.
I would kill
That
her.
you
Because it'd
wouldn't.
be at the same time every night, and I'd have to sit there and be home. It just drive me nuts. Just
Yeah,
eat this fucking slop and smile.
you're definitely not made for like marriage. Like
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to get married the first fucking time, but I got a damn ultimatum. You know, I look back on that. I don't regret it though, because I couldn't have done any better. It wasn't like I had people like that, begging to marry me. I thought, fuck it, I give it a try. Our sex life was like good too.
Wow.
I bet she still dreams of banging me,
Okay,
even
Tom.
with a new guy.
She calls your name out at night.
Yeah, I bet that's happened.
I've never done that.
Called the wrong name out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could
I bet
you
you thought
imagine?
other guys though. Other guys.
Never.
Liar. No, I don't think they wouldn't have patience with me. I'd be hard to live with. Really, man, I'm more than willing. The $400 blowjob about 3 times a month. $700 if I can film it. Does that sound reasonable to you, Mark?
Is that the going rate now?
I don't know. I haven't had one in a while. A new one.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Could you check in Canada? It's a 30% discount I get.
Well, $700 is a lot of money up here. I think it would buy you a lot more than just a blowjob.
I don't want any more. This is the issue here. No, that's perfect.
Then I think we could get that for cheaper up here for you.
Thank you. Yeah, there'll be a heavily paid commission.
Yeah, a little kickback.
The whole trick and the whole thing is getting them to trust you. I'd be getting them down here right now if they really knew me.
Right.
But that takes a long time to develop that kind of trust. You know, that you're not going to be like uploading them or extorting them. I'd never do some shit like that.
No.
I got 2 guys ready to get rid of my porn DVD collection when I go tits up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, thanks, Worley. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like to do what I do. But I'm not fucking bullshitting you, man. I tell you the goddamn truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds good, Pug. I've done it for tires, tuition, spring break money. I can run down all the ways I've worked this out. I got old DVD blowjobs from girls when they were like 21 and they're like fucking in their 40s now.
You have DVD that you took of them?
CDs, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
CDs.
Oh, really?
VHS, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I never done anything like that.
Oh, yeah, I got fucking stacks of them. And I knock them over. It takes me 2 hours to put them in alphabetical order again.
Wow.
I categorize them by date.
That's impressive.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not bragging, by the way.
No, you're just telling me. Yeah. I can
Yeah.
see. Wow. Huh.
That's why I talk to these old religious ladies over at this other town. Fuck, they'd have a fucking heart attack. They really knew what the deal was, probably. Or I'd have one because they got a bigger collection than I do.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you don't know.
No?
You know, there's many facets of... there's many facets of, you know, 2 to tango and all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot. It's got to be something in it for everybody. You know? And like I tell all these fuckers that have always criticized me for paying prostitutes for interviews, you've been sucking them for free your whole fucking life.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I got their names. I know them. I still keep in touch with some of them. I still keep in touch with a couple women that I had. They were both blowing me 25 years ago. They're happily married with kids.
Oh, yeah.
Footnote, I wouldn't let either one of them blow me now, especially for that kind of money. They both got fat. They both got fat.
Oh, yeah. They don't have
What happened to Michelle? Her husband take a pickaxe to her fucking forehead? He's a psycho jealous guy, you know.
Yeah, I'm beginning to gather that.
Yeah, he'll be cutting you off one of these days, and then it'll last a few days, and then they come back on.
Wow.
She'll be able to talk to you again.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But it's weird that she does it, you know?
Yeah. She's... oh, man, the heart of all that goes out the door, yeah. Yeah, people that say they're not jealous. Would you say you're jealous at all, Mark?
No, not at all. Not a jealous bone in my body.
Oh, come on. That's because maybe you've never been tested.
Yeah, I have over the years.
Really?
Circumstances, yeah.
What if you know, now, does Kathy, she doesn't do anything with religion now, does she?
No.
Okay. So you're not going to find a Bible? Hers.
No, not a personal one.
Okay.
We have, I don't think we have one in the house anymore. Even.
Okay. But if you surprised her for her birthday and you got a new mattress, and as they were taking the mattress off and putting it down the box springs, and you saw about 9 pictures of these young guys with big giant fucking cocks.
How am I gonna feel?
Right.
I'm gonna raise one eyebrow, and I'm gonna look at it in an analytical sort of way, and then I'm gonna put the pictures back and put the mattress back the way it was and leave it and not question it.
You would, or seriously?
Yeah.
You wouldn't bring it up?
I wouldn't. I might bring it up for the sake of
Or
go to
carelessness?
and to joke around with it a little bit, maybe. But if it's just looking, it's nothing wrong with getting your appetite somewhere else, just as long as you come home to eat.
How about a love letter?
Yeah, that's a different story. That's an affair.
Would you be jealous then?
I'd be pissed off. Never mind jealous.
Okay, it's different.
It is when you're being wronged.
Right.
That's being cheated on. That's not right. I mean, that's a whole different ballgame there.
You remember when Danny's was in Windsor?
Danny's. I never.
Male strip club?
No, like I said, I never hung out in Windsor.
Yeah. What if she was with her girlfriends and they were just having a good time stuffing $5 deals down these guys' jockstrap?
It doesn't happen though.
But if it did,
Never. If I don't care, that's fine.
okay. Wow,
I've been to strip clubs before.
that doesn't bother her.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But she might joke about it later. Something.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, you guys, no wonder you're still together.
I don't.
That's hard to do.
As far as strip clubs are concerned, I haven't been in one for probably 30 years. I don't know how I feel about going into one, especially ogling younger women.
Yeah, you'd feel goddamn good.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Who are you bullshitting?
Yeah. When those titties come a flop.
Oh yeah. You'd see bodies. You'd probably just kind of get into a zone.
Yeah, maybe. I've never had a lap dance before.
Yeah, I never really liked that either. I'd give money to just get lost. I don't want all that bullshit small talk.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here's Michelle.
You know. We thought Eric might have murdered you.
No, I had to do something really quick. But
Plug in your vibrator.
oh
Yeah.
Lucid
She
says,
said, "Oh yeah."
Lucid said she doesn't think you have patience for a woman.
No, I don't. I knew this like a long time ago too. I don't want to fuck around with them all the time like that. I really don't. You know that bullshit. Guys will be imitating me again. Afraid to say anything anymore. Right, Mark? People be using it against me when they imitate me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, we only imitate what actually is
Right.
said online. We don't make stuff up. It's not like we don't make anything up.
Hey, Squirrely said hi to you.
Hi, Squirrely. Yeah, I miss Squirrely. Squirrely was my morning person.
You know,
She
we have
was-
Squirrely on here and Blue Malibu and Rita. You need to be hitting these women up for coming attractions in your life. They were 40 once.
Well,
Look
Squirrely.
at Squirrely carrying around a bottle of blue pills.
He does?
Yeah.
Squirrely carrying around a bottle.
You know what I mean? They
Viagra.
can give you some stuff that you can like maybe head some of these things off at the pass.
Well, Squirrely and I were talking about traveling together at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like where?
Just getting an RV and just traveling.
Well, that'd be cool. Yeah, there's no way Eric could let you do that.
That was always I always wanted to do that, was to like get like an RV and just go on a road trip. So we'll see.
That'd be fun.
Squirrely, those pills were in the past.
I know it made their stock go crazy. Yeah. What the hell's Rob doing tonight? Rob, you there? Rob? Oh, that's great, Squirrely.
What's up?
Rob, did you get that
You're mute.
55-gallon of ephedrine pried open?
You're still muted, Rob.
Squirrely's my life coach.
Yeah, that's what Frisky says. Get a small van and go.
Should I get a hippie van? Like one of those.
Vans are expensive now, man. They get crazy money for them. Even old ones that are wore out.
Vans.
Yeah,
shit's nuts.
Yeah, Squirrely, that's my cat. He's all over me, just purring like crazy.
Why do they do that? Do they know, cats?
I don't think they're sure why they purr.
When they're happy, they purr. Just like when dogs get happy, they wag their tails. Well, cats, when they get happy, they purr.
I wonder what's making that noise. Like how they do it.
It's got to be something in their throats.
There's got to be like some reason for it, though, isn't there? Like an evolutionary benefit.
I would think so.
Yeah. Cats are about 10,000 years behind dogs as far as domestication.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why they can, which is why they're the way they are. They can still live outside, feral, that kind of thing.
Well, actually, I was at the pound today.
Michelle's.
And I was going to do a live stream from the animal shelter. They had a bunch of dogs there, but not a lot of cats, which I was surprised because usually the cats they're usually packed. And it's always a scary thing when you see a ton of cats there.
Yeah, but info, those older RVs, man. Nah, when you consider what you're getting. You know, a lot of those older RVs, same with the school bus people. You got this dream like Michelle and Squirrely to just take off and travel the country. You can't get anybody to work on those fucking things when they break down. You could be in Denver, Colorado for a fucking month waiting for some part.
If you, so the RV company that I worked for, they had a special insurance. Of course, you had to pay for it and everything, but they would come anywhere and like you would get the full, like they would put you in a hotel room, pay for that, and well, they fixed your RV. And
yeah, that's probably a good. What was that? One of those. How much were they?
That sounds expensive.
it was expensive. Like you're probably paying. I believe I can't remember the exact amount because it was a while ago, but
That's why. I mean, they got a reputation to uphold, and that sure and hell is a good selling point when you compare it to all these other fuckers that have been in Toledo, Ohio for 2 months.
No, they really had good plans. Like
Yeah.
they had, I mean, if you got stuck on the side of the road anywhere in the United States,
most of them you're fucked. Like we were talking, used ones. You know, new ones you get all that shit, or they'd never sell them.
right.
You know, once you spent half your life broke down someplace, and you take your 401k and you think, fuck it, I'm not going to have these problems anymore. So you go get fucked right up front instead of later on.
I mean, you would be surprised how many people came in and bought RVs and how expensive some of them are. Some of them are some of them are nicer than apartments. Like some of the RVs we had were like freaking. It was crazy. It wasn't.
That's what Max Hardcore had. Rest in peace. God bless his soul.
Max Hardcore.
Yeah.
Well,
he died, a few months ago. 6 months ago.
The RV place that I worked for, they had locations all over the United States too, where you could go in and get your RV looked at. You could stay there, for the night. They had charging stations,
yeah.
all that. Anything you could think of, you could stop in. in there if you had anything that you could get for your RV for cheap.
Now, which
Hey,
one?
you got to get it.
Which one was Max Hardcore? Was he the bald guy?
Yeah, he got in a lot of trouble. I knew some people that were into porn out in L.A. They hated his fucking guts. Everybody in porn hated Max Hardcore. They said he chased more women out of porn than anybody since the history of porn.
Why? What was he doing?
Yeah, he was throat fucking them and butt
Oh.
fucking them and all that kind of shit.
Oh, being rough.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's just rough shit. I mean, first you got porn, then you got that, and that you want to turn a bunch of people off. I'm surprised he never got murdered.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened to him.
He died
Oh, okay. What?
about 6 months ago. Cancer.
Oh.
Esophageal cancer.
Oh.
Big smoker.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like driving an RV, and I don't like pulling a trailer. It's stressful.
It is stressful to pull a trailer. I used to have a tent trailer that we used to pull around.
Yeah, it's just, fuck.
One of those pop-up things. You remember
Yeah,
those?
yeah.
Had one of those for a while. Painted it the same color as my pickup truck.
Yeah.
Pulled it around on weekends.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had everything in it. So I
Oh,
just
thyroid cancer? I thought it was esophageal cancer. Well, look at Blue. She's really up on all the porn guys.
Yeah, how'd you know that, Blue?
It was thyroid cancer, huh? I thought it was esophageal cancer. Yeah, he was from Wisconsin. What's that? Kenosha. Blue, did you ever watch any of his movies?
What was his name?
Max Hardcore.
Max Hardcore.
Yeah. It is quite impressive. If you look up Spank Bang, the porn channel, and type in Max Hardcore, a bunch of them will come up. But when they come up, it doesn't say Max Hardcore, but that's him. It's some acronym. I don't know why they do it that way. Probably copyright bullshit.
Yeah, something like that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spank Bang, eh?
Yeah, that's a good one, man. Fuck yeah, that's the best porn out there, I think now.
That's like Hamster and Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub I don't really like that much, but Hamster's good. There are a lot of older ones on there, but Spank Bang's got it all. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Some big hedge fund bought Pornhub, I think, or Hamster, one of those. I don't even think it's clear now who the owner is. Yeah. They just changed it to Hamster X. It is kind of a strange name for a porn thing.
Yeah, I know Hamster.
Yeah. Although you do remember it, and, Oh, it was thyroid cancer. Okay. Oh, a little over a year ago. Yeah, I thought it was like 6 months ago. Yeah. He was in prison. I thought he really got fucked on that prison deal. He actually went to prison for faking like the of-age women in his movies were younger than that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's an interesting case, actually. You look at you can find that all over about why he was prosecuted. And,
for dressing of-age women to look younger.
Yeah. And that's what they got him on.
What was he doing? Putting him in schoolgirl uniform?
Yep.
Right.
It wasn't like 5th grade shit. It was just like, a lot of porn, young girls, cheerleaders, shit like that. Fucking nurses. It wasn't. I never thought it was like anything like pedophile shit. No.
Yeah.
They twisted everything around and got him convicted of that shit.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they foreclosed on all this stuff. It wrecked his life.
Wow, what a mess.
Thyroid cancer is weird. It's very slow growing. I've read, and there's pretty good treatments for it. Why did I think it was esophageal cancer? I got them mixed up. Yeah, red tube sucks. There's a million of them. You gotta watch. They still got a lot of like virus porn things out there. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You want a real an excellent story to read is read about the guys that started Backpage. That's another couple guys. The federal government's fucked the Backpage guys. That's a fascinating story. Another good one's the Mormon Forger. How he fucked the Latter-day Saints. That's an excellent story. Mormon Forger.
Really?
I mean, these stories are right up there with the Unabomber.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
I like to hear the Mormons getting fucked.
Yeah. No, read that. He was a Mormon too. Mormon Forger. Excellent. A lot of stuff on YouTube on that. And I love D.B. Cooper, guy that hijacked the airplane.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, those are good stories. Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah. I think that I also like to hear about Scientology being ousted and people coming and talking about their bad experiences with Scientology.
Yeah, those are good ones too. I like the ones too when cops get caught drunk driving.
Yeah. I saw a couple of those. Tried to get out, squirm out of it.
Thyroid cancer, okay.
And then the poor cop that busts them has to fucking still not only continue busting them and can follow through with the rules, but has to sort of betray one of his fellow.
Yeah.
That'd be a tough call.
Yeah. Yep. Huh. Yeah, it's hard in cases of Max Hargrove. What the hell is his real name? Paul something. Kenosha, Wisconsin. Max Hargrove. I forget what his name. Anyway, when you look at in person's interpretations of what's right or wrong compared to what's legal, that's why that's such a good case. It's interesting to read. I don't think he should have been convicted. But you know how it goes. OJ got lucky. Casey Anthony got lucky.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, so that other guy that used to play that little detective, Robert, what's his name? He killed his wife too. Out there in LA.
Yeah, Beretta.
Yeah. Yep.
Robert Blake.
Yep. And I think Robert Wagner, everybody seems to think he drowned Natalie Wood.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yep.
That one guy was very controversial though, even for porn.
Max Hardcore?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was controversial. Yeah, they thought he was too rough, but they consented to it.
But I read an article that they didn't consent to it.
They did.
That they kind of that they knew that they had to do a sex act, but they never told them all the details.
Yeah, they did.
To what extent?
Yeah, William Shatner too. Yeah, they did, because he would actually finally towards the end there, before he quit doing movies, part of the movie was showing them the movies and the titles, and on video having them acknowledge that they knew that's what they were going to be doing, because they tried that shit on him even though they knew what they were getting into. Seriously. If you read the whole case, it's just like, you don't like him, you think doing that to girls is bad, and you're glad to see him go to prison, but those were the wrong reasons for him to go to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have watched that documentary, Blue. You know, whoever did that documentary on Casey Anthony, there's a bunch of people out there now that weren't out there before that think Casey Anthony was used by her dad, and the dad had something to do with this. And this documentary talked about that a lot, where it never came out. I mean, he was a cop before. Not that that doesn't make you do crime, but you know, if there was any dirt to get during the time of that trial, it would have been then, and there wasn't any. I think they made that damn shit up. I'll never know, right? But if I had to guess, Casey fucking Anthony is a fucking sociopath
I think so.
that killed her baby, and I don't think she needed any help. That's what they say, sexually abused Casey. But if, you know, well, why wasn't there charges and police reports? And it was just her saying it with no evidence. And I don't think there's a statute of limitations on that. I mean, he seemed like a pretty good guy. Not that that means anything either.
No, we can
I don't think he's and even if he did sexually abuse her, which I hope that he didn't, there's plenty of people that are sexually abused that don't kill their daughter. Yeah, Jodi Arias, there's another good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had fake tits too, you know.
Did she?
Yeah. I'm glad I found that out too, because I thought she was really cute. And there's pictures of her places nude, and what a terrible job they did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But I don't think that dad was sexually abusing Casey Anthony. I mean, she lied about everything.
Ended up going to Florida, right? Casey Anthony?
Yeah, she's been down there the whole time. That's where it happened, Orlando. Yeah, I mean...
didn't she, like, fall in love with her lawyer or something?
Yeah, she still works for that law firm. Supposedly, yeah. The older guy, not Jose Baez, the other guy. The gray-haired guy.
Oh, okay.
I bet she's great in bed.
Who?
Casey Anthony.
Yeah, she seems like a wild one, maybe.
Yeah, doesn't she, though? All sorts of pictures of hers making out with other girls and stuff. My type girl.
A real sport.
Yeah. I think that's... I could... but you'd be so turned off when you realized what a shitty mother she was. You just you just quit seeing her.
Oh, yeah. Big
You know?
girl.
Yeah. Yeah, Jodi Arias, though. Yeah, that's a really good one. They threw away the book on her. I actually thought she stood a chance of bullshitting her way out of that. Didn't she go lesbo and marry another inmate?
I don't know.
But so stupid. I mean, you couldn't have done anything worse in trying covering up than what she did. I never really followed that Chris Watts things too much. You remember that Netflix To Make a Murder where that guy killed that girl that was working for that car advertising company up in Wisconsin? And then the Netflix documentary tried to paint him as innocent. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit too. They found bone fragments of her in his burn barrel, which is how they got the original warrant.
Oh, wow.
But Netflix defends himself by saying it wasn't a documentary. It was a show about a murder. Well, if you'd have known that shit, you'd have never watched it. But there just seems something to be wrong about portraying something like that to a big group of people without telling them that. I mean, but you're not calling a documentary, and that's they're out on the whole thing. You know?
Yeah, well, I don't know who Chris Watts was. I never heard of him.
Yeah, I think wasn't he down in Florida too? Yeah, that was weird. Another big bullshitter con artist. Same with that one Scott Peterson. Another weird pregnant wife.
Right, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
he got sent away forever too.
Wow.
For that Drew Peterson, that police detective in Illinois. I was living there when that was going on. Drowned a couple wives. Kennedy's drowned a wife too. Jerry
Drowned?
Lee Lewis killed a couple.
Really?
Yeah,
What's wrong with people?
I don't know.
Like, I get, I get the whole, I get it, right? Like, getting upset or whatever, but, like, just cut your ties with the woman and move on, Like,
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can forget that, Blue. You look at Forensic Files, all those shows. Shit, man, there's people doing this stuff constantly.
Well, we had a couple serial killers in Rochester. Who was the famous one? Arthur Shawcross.
I never heard of him.
Oh yeah, he's famous for killing prostitutes. He was killing prostitutes all around here for a long time. There was another one. He killed.
Well,
He killed. Was it the Zodiac killer? It was either the Zodiac. We had a couple major serial killers here.
What do you want, a cookie? You always want a cookie.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about Arthur Shawcross.
no, I never remember that name. I never remember hearing that name.
Yeah, he went around killing prostitutes.
John Wayne Gacy,
Yeah.
the clown. He said the only thing he ever did wrong was run an unlicensed funeral home under his house.
Well,
Crazy fucker.
did you hear about even with O.J. Simpson? Like, even though he everything panned out for him during criminal trial and everything,
Yeah,
he ended up going through a lot of shit
yeah, he
afterward.
did.
A
Yeah, he
lot.
did.
His life
Bad
was
karma.
yeah, it wasn't yeah. They went after him.
Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Rob wants another link.
Oh, okay. Hang on a sec.
Ruby Frankie, who starred and tortured. I didn't know about that one either. And how about that one lady that drowned her kids like 20 years ago? Susan something?
Oh, there were a couple of those
Yeah.
who drowned their kids.
Or how about those lesbians that drove their foster kids and adopted kids off that cliff in California a couple years ago on purpose?
That's crazy.
Look at the Menendez brothers killing their parents for insurance money.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susan Smith. Yeah.
All those people get it though. Like, anytime you do something that horrific, like, people are like, "Oh, they got off." Like, this, maybe maybe to a certain degree, but they'll do updates on their lives now. Like, where are they now?
Hey, Michelle, did you think Michael Jackson was molesting kids?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I couldn't
Lou, do
tell
you
you.
think Michael Jackson was molesting kids? Lucid, Conan, Frisky. Oh, really? Some of her videos are still on YouTube. Wow.
8 passengers.
Is that Susan Smith she's talking about?
Must be.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he was. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Frisky. Yeah. Even the sister. Yeah, wearing diapers. Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, she was Canadian astronaut, wasn't she?
I don't think so, but because she was an American military.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, wearing a diaper. I wonder what she's doing now.
I mean,
Probably got a YouTube channel.
I think we've all gone a little insane at times in our lives, but
Oh, quit bringing up our medical records. Yeah, I agree with you, Lucid. Yeah.
I think Michael just had a lot of like issues in general.
Right, but I don't think he was sucking any dicks or anything.
Sorry, Rob.
Now it's working.
Oh, good.
Sorry, buddy. I didn't hear the beeper go off.
I don't know what the fuck happened. The battery died, and I don't know. Maybe it had to get up to a certain percentage before the camera would operate.
Yeah, it's weird, Blue. You know, I got a little bit of a problem though with third-party companies getting involved with police departments for ratings, chasing criminals. There's a good argument, and it's established that they lose their due process because it's being televised and broadcast on social media, which, from a legal standpoint, I agree with. You just can't go around doing anything you feel like to convict people. There's laws.
Right.
Yeah, 13-year-old girl. And I'm glad I never thought fucked up like that. So I think if you're like that, there's not much you can do about it. You're just like, your life's wrecked. You could have like, you could be a good looking guy and women after you all the time. You wouldn't be interested in. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Pedophiles?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you should have. It's a law enforcement issue. It's a crime. Why not bring around fucking clown suits and fucking juggle? It's not right.
I agree.
And you know, that's exactly why you don't see that fucking Chris Hansen on anymore. They got fucking sued and lost.
What?
Yeah. To catch a pedophile or whatever they fucking called it.
Yeah.
Catch a predator. Yeah, they got sued and lost because of that guy prosecutor that shot himself as the police were closing in, as he was and his crew was filming, and his sister sued. And they said it violated his due process, which I agree with. You know, that show's not on anymore.
I didn't know he shot him. A predator.
No, he shot himself because he was being accused of having doing sex shit with underage boys. And that show went over there to like interview him, and he killed himself as they were knocking the door down or whatever the hell they were doing.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, I used to like watching that show, but like just
Yeah, it was entertaining.
But
it's pretty obvious these people had problems, other unrelated to being perverts. Some of them were like borderline retarded.
But the thing is too is it's like it's a good way to show kids and parents about like online dangers. But the thing is too is these men, you know, like you're right. How did they end up going to trial with their face was all over? I don't know.
Yeah, getting a fair trial. I mean, Chris Hansen come on there. Oh, you like pepperoni pizza, huh? Here we fucking go. Can I have a piece?
What's up?
He ended up fucking up too. He ended up getting fired too.
Well,
bouncing checks everywhere. Got caught fucking around on his wife too.
Wow.
You can't technically. I think isn't the law like if you're over 18, you can't be hanging out with a minor, like that isn't like family or anything, or you're not.
I don't think it's a law, is it?
I'm
No,
not sure.
we're America. We're free to do whatever you want. It's the laws that you have to abide by. But I'm assume an adult could hang out with kids as long as because youth groups and shit. There how many adult instructors are there in youth groups?
No,
All of them.
I mean like that's a different story, but I mean like just socially hanging out with uh
I don't think it's
minors.
law. I don't know. Maybe
I
maybe
don't
in
think it is either.
different jurisdictions, but
Look, 99.9 of the times it happens, nothing happens. We're just nice people taking a fucking kid fishing.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking sex trafficking. That's a bunch of bullshit too, I think. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but we had some fucking dyke up in West Branch. Oh, I pinned that fucking dildo riding bitch down at a fucking public thing about, I said,
Oh,
sex
wow.
trafficking. I said, give me some examples. Well, they're right in our backyard. Oh, well, fucking show me some. Well, I can't give the names. I said, well, show me some people that have been convicted for it then. Where they can't come from? Where are they going? Just total bullshit. Liberal, psycho, fucking cry wolf bitch making up shit that isn't happening. Fucking sex fucking trafficking. Even when they tried to bust Robert Kraft, the New England Patriots owner, for getting sucked off down there in that massage parlor in Jupiter, those cases got thrown out because of crazy fucking nutty cops. Fucking, they tried to nail the owners with sex trafficking. I give those girls credit for having enough fucking balls to not get offered some bullshit attractive deal like winning a $50,000 scratch off to testify against the person you work for, and not one of them took the bait. They said, fuck you. We were all active working prostitutes that were here on our own volition. And that whole fucking case went south.
Right, yeah.
Fucking sex trafficking. That's everything now, by the way. Giving a girl a ride, using her. 20 years later, they find out you did it. And she gets mad at her boyfriend, said she came up from Kentucky against her will. The whole fucking house of cards collapses. Back page. The federal government got on their ass, too. They got fucked, too, I thought. Yeah, I believe it goes on. Well, yeah, but I believe it's possible that it goes on. But how about some fucking facts?
Party on wheels. What's that?
You know what I mean? Everything's sex trafficking now. They're doing the same bullshit now with like getting people and underpaying them from like Mexico to pick crops and stuff. That's human traffic. Everything's fucking trafficking now. Like you forced everybody. Just don't buy it. Oh, you're talking about Epstein's girl? Yeah, there's one example. That's like the most egregious example in the world. Like the world's most famous pedophile. And pedophilia is much different than sex trafficking. Oh, P. Diddy, that's going to be a good one. He's never going to see. He's going to be right in the jail cell, prison cell right next to R. Kelly. They left the trap open with all these guys for 20 years. Oh, the Backpage story is really interesting. Yeah, Puff Daddy's done. He's already got people rolling on him. Of course, it's all racism, I mean, if I recruit, if I know like somebody in Texas and they want to come up here, and I have them come up here and they work it as escorts, and the whole thing comes unglued, I could be part of that thing for arranging their transport here and shit. That's where it's at right now. Yeah, that's true.
Another
Teachers and students. Yeah.
another scumbag is that Marilyn Manson.
Oh, you don't like him?
He's going to be up getting in trouble now for same sort of thing, keeping a girls captive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's a Jew from Florida. He'll get out of it. He has two good lawyers.
If he has the money.
Oh, he's got the money.
I don't think he has a lot of money.
Yeah, he does. And if he doesn't, his Jew relatives will.
Oh, maybe. I don't know about relatives. But he had a few unsuccessful albums. He wasn't. I don't think he's got a huge payroll of his own.
I bet he's got more money than Daryl Hall.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look on there. Look on there. Remember now, he's a Jew, goddammit.
Yeah.
He probably had $2 million in the bank before he even started fucking with music, picking up fucking pop cans. That's bullshit, Lucid. Poor people. Yeah, I thought he got fucking screwed too. Yeah, that's bullshit. No, that wasn't a porn store. It was a porno movie theater. Yeah, I thought, Pee Wee, that was unfortunate. Paul Rubens, he was a cool guy too.
Yeah, they have his net worth.
He died, He died. He had a nice place over in Palm Beach.
Who did?
Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens, another Jew from Florida.
Yeah.
He's from Sarasota, I think.
Marilyn Manson had less than $2.5 million.
When?
Has now.
Well, that may be true, but I thought he had a lot more than that.
No, I heard it was.
That's all Daryl's going to have when John gets done with him.
Yeah, they're. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they got a thing going now, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, really? Lived there? So, yeah, I think he was a really cool guy, Pee Wee. Fucking police departments doing surveillance in dirty movie theaters, arresting guys for jacking off. If I was a mayor of that town, I'd fire every one of their fucking dumbasses. No wonder there's a drug problem.
They're all the given net worth of $70 million.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, and I believe it too. He had the album. He had the albums. He had a lot of hit songs.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Pays, and he wrote them himself.
Yeah. Yeah, Pee Wee died of some kind of cancer. What kind of cancer did Pee Wee die from? Blue? Butthole cancer?
Paul Rubens. Cause of death. Acute hypoxic respiratory failure, according to his death certificate.
With COVID?
Paul Rubin.
Called COVID?
Acute hypoxic respiratory failure. From, let's see. Oh, here's another one. Paul Rubens dies from cancer at 70.
Yeah, that's what I thought. How old was he?
70.
Oh, wow.
But it was respiratory failure on his death certificate.
He could have been treated with chemotherapy, and that's what did it. That'll take you out. Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, it is.
It fucked his career up. And I wonder why they never accused Mr. Rogers of anything.
Yeah, I know. He was always kind of creepy, eh?
I thought so, but everybody else loved the fucking guy. I mean, you'd have parents that let drop their kids off in his heart-shaped bed, too.
Yeah.
And some of these fuckers just got a knack for pulling this shit off. Look at Hugh Hefner, big old fucking lech.
Yeah.
I mean, you try and find me another old, perverted-looking fucker like that could talk all these families into letting their daughters come over there and be bunnies. I mean, that just sounds like the most fantastic sexual dream a guy could have. Putting them in this bullshit magazine and fucking them for 10 or 20 years. So you got tired of them and got a bunch of new ones in? Shit, I'd be pinching myself every fucking hour. Wouldn't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Rogers. I thought Mr. Rob. But there's a lot of gay acting fuckers that they're not gay, man. There's some guys that own this coffee shop I go to, and they have wives and babies, and I just fucking am still stunned over it. These are the two faggiest acting motherfuckers that ever lived. I mean, the whole 9 yards. Super gay acting.
Super gay.
Yeah. You know what that is?
What's that?
Yeah, like, the dress, the like limp wrist, the lisp,
Heavily flaming.
110 pounds, real high-pitched voice.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, right. I mean, they just do everything but suck a dick right in front of you.
Yeah,
You don't need any more proof.
I know.
Wonder what happened to old Rob. What's he doing over there? Cutting off that another metal thing stepped up by a cartel?
More drugs, yeah. Hey, Rob.
No, I think. Oh, he was married? That was probably a sham marriage. Married to another woman? Yeah, you would have think. Yeah, but I'll tell you, it's just like the Kennedys drowning and killing their girlfriends. Times were different then. I bet there's no way you could do a current Mr. Rogers. You'd be like so roasted in the first 6 months without even doing anything wrong. You know?
For sure.
Oh, married to a woman? Oh, I never knew that.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, shit. For all we know, he gave it to his wife every night like a fucking wild stallion.
Maybe.
You just don't know.
With a puppet on each arm.
Yeah, he could have had a bigger dick than Johnny Holmes. But that wasn't part of his shtick. He just slammed that wife for about 30 minutes every morning, then went to work and wore his tie and his polished shoes and talked slow and fucking talked about fucking dragons and shit.
Yeah.
And he'd do it all over again the next days. I don't know what Teletubbies is. Yeah, I bet his wife was a hermaphrodite.
Could be. You never know.
Yeah, you don't know, man. Looks are deceiving. You know?
I know that they can be deceiving too.
Yeah. I mean, I bet when she was dating Mr. Rogers, she thought she'd never get fucked.
Meanwhile, he's probably sporting like a 9.5.
Yeah, that's what I think. Just letting her have it like a wild stallion. Just like, busting bed supports and the slats at the bottom of the box spring.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
With her head whacking against the head.
Yeah. Her screaming orgasmic delight.
Yeah.
Then he'd just have to get it together for that show for an hour or two. It's possible. Maybe he was a fucking psychopath. Split personality. He probably liked getting her hair pulled.
That's right, Bopak.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let it fool you. He could have been a beast in bed. She could have been pegging him, too, the whole time.
Maybe.
You can't tell me that just started. I didn't even know what that meant like 6 months ago.
Mr. Rogers died in 2003?
Yeah, and that's something?
Oh, that was a while ago.
I know.
He died.
Oh, look how old the motherfucker was. Married in 52?
Yeah. Yeah.
They had 2 sons, but this just even gets more and more unbelievable. Are they faggoty acting too?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd they end up opening gay bars? Make you wonder, wouldn't it, Mark?
Could be.
I'll be back. I'm helping a member unload their vehicle.
Mexican cartel.
Yeah, unload the vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's code talk for Mexicans importing dope.
That's right. That means code talk for the shipment is in.
No, I didn't know Tom Hanks made a movie about that.
He did, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He played Mr. Rogers.
Is there a punchline to it all or anything? I mean, how do you make what's exciting about watching a movie about him?
I
Unless
know.
there's some really good dirt.
Which I don't think there is. I think it's just a wholesome movie.
Yeah. He's going to get typecast over this one. Yeah, you never know, Lucid. You really don't. You know, they say Bob Barker was one of the biggest pervert ass grabbing leches that ever lived.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Groucho Marx too.
I believe
And
that.
so was Bob Hope.
I believe that too.
Yeah. No kidding, Bob Ross. He was gay acting too. Marty's been doing a lot of painting now. I keep telling him he'd be sucking dick in the ear, getting your hair permed. That's why I'm going to run for office.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
how to come up with immediate slogans that make everybody like me. Getting pegged.
Yeah, good.
That's new. That's new sexual lingo.
Pegging?
I had to look it up. It's getting more popular. I see it when I'm scrolling through what I'm looking for on the dirty channels.
Oh, yeah? I don't know, man.
Oh, look at this. Mr. Rogers encouraged gay co-star Officer Clemens to stay in the closet and marry a woman. Now we're fucking getting somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, now the truth comes out. We can say we always knew he was a fucking phony.
He was homophobic.
It could be. He's home free now. That's the only way you get out of this shit anymore. You got to be fucking dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably got lucky. Motherfucker might never see the light of day if we knew his true history. Oh, People magazine. Yeah, they get some good shit. Yeah, kind of though, Lucid. I'm not saying totally. You know, if you're Rembrandt or some crazy fucker like Van Gogh cutting your ears off and shit, and, you know, wild ass motherfucking artist Andy Warhol, fucking freak. But I think I'd put my money on most guys that paint being gay. When's the last time you painted something, Mark? Yeah, same here.
My toenails pink the other
Yeah, right. No, I don't say. I mean, I know it happens. I'm talking in general numbers. You know, it's a pretty good painter. His artist is fucking lead guitarist for the Rolling Stones.
Oh, Ronnie Wood.
Yeah, that fucker can draw, paint, everything.
Yeah, I seen
So
some.
was the guy that played that detective, Columbo. That fucker was a good artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Peter Falk.
Yeah, but I think Andy Warhol, his art sucked. It's like something a fucking 10-year-old would do.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, fucking garbage. You look at Rembrandt or Renoir or any of those guys, just like, fuck. He couldn't have washed their fucking paintbrushes. You see what art's been going for lately? It's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I mean, crazier than ever, man. Like the same thing like the housing markets and exotic cars, just fucking nuts money. Especially for like Impressionism and stuff, which the Americans made famous. Unbelievable. Well, you just never know. I'd still put my money he was giving blowjobs when he had a chance. Oh, pen drawing. No, it's not always, but I'm telling you, man, he's gay acting. You know who Bob Ross is?
Bob Ross?
Yeah, the guy with the perm that was always painting on TV,
Yeah,
showing you how to paint.
Yeah, I know Bob Ross.
I thought he was gay acting as hell.
I don't know. Yeah,
But for
maybe.
some reason, the women like those guys. I mean, in a disproportionate number.
Right.
I don't know whether they don't feel threatened or the guy's going to at least wait a month or two before he puts some moves on them. Something to it, though.
That they feel comfortable with. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Mr. Rogers. Here we go. Now we're getting some fucking place. Discusses being bi with an openly gay friend. Now we're fucking talking.
You okay, Squirrely? You gonna be okay with that? Squirrely learned what pegging means.
Oh, congratulations.
She had to Google.
Yeah, it's getting popular too. That's a weird kind of twist to me. To me, I mean, like I would understand pegging if you were like into meth and shit, but not for like straight people that were just trying something new.
Oh, it just sounds uncomfortable, man.
Yeah, that's what turns them on, though. Gotta be.
I guess. I don't know, man.
The woman like being the powerful. I mean, how do you bring this shit up when you're dating?
That you'd like to get that done to you, I know.
Yeah.
Breaking that ice for the first time.
Yeah. Sure. That's probably the only reason you got a colonoscopy.
Yeah. Got my chance.
Yeah.
With
You didn't want any anesthesia. You wanted to be awake.
with 3 foot of cord up.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. He's probably doing too much cocaine, Andy Warhol.
Yeah, definitely. 50
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Arrhythmia.
Yeah. The people that pegging, I mean, you know, 1 out of 100 women like it from a guy. And it's usually somebody that, you know, was raised by their grandmother or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
God bless them. Those grandmothers turned out some of the best fucking sex in the world raising those girls. You know, they still gave them the bare little bit stability they needed, like their laundry and a place to live to go to school.
Right.
And then just let them run wild. Meet guys like us. I thank them for it. Oh, wow. His gay co-star. This is so great, Impulov. I think Impulov ought to switch careers, maybe get into an investigating journalist. Guys finding out what a queer, just what we thought. He said he had to be gay. Well, as it turns out, he was. And married to a wife. Say more bullshit. Yeah, well, what'd she think of this whole thing? And she didn't give a shit. She got $100,000 to marry him for 10 happy. We got this shit figured out.
Yeah.
Well, that could be too. Yeah, you just never know.
Well, you know what, Tom? I'm beat, man.
All right. Well, have fun out here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for dropping in.
You got to practice tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I'm hanging around the house.
Oh, that's right. You're going on the thing, yeah. Hey, good luck seeing that thing.
What am I doing tomorrow?
The eclipse.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
We'll go for a drive. I mean, if it's
Sure.
not crazy on the North Shore, we'll drive east a little bit.
Yeah, if you're looking for more, you know, subscribers and viewers and stuff, just stare right at it and have Kathy video it and then upload it later on your channel.
With my eyes smoking?
Yeah. Don't use the glasses.
Or,
Just stare right at it. It'll make one hell of a video.
It would.
You got to click off the right things, though, when you upload it. Like, it may offend somebody. You don't recommend it.
Not recommended for children.
Yeah, really look that over.
Yeah.
Good night, Conan. You party on, Lucid. Impulov, great job detecting Squirrely. You're smarter now than you were before you signed on here. Congratulations.
That's right.
Hug, you party on. Chris, Lucid, you guys be kicking it. Rock on. Good luck seeing the thing tomorrow. And I hope Michelle gets to see it, although it's supposed to be cloudy.
Is it? I thought they said
Yeah.
here it's supposed to be nice, from what they say.
Yeah, we are not there.
I'm not where Michelle is. No.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
Good
not
luck to you.
I'm not that far though. Like I'm through.
Yeah,
Well,
you are the one that comes to like a eclipse.
Yeah. Okay.
For the band, you know.
Yeah, it has to be in that certain band. Yeah.
Yeah. Just try to remember to do that. Don't be a pussy. Don't be wearing those little cheap ass looking gay glasses. Just stare right at that motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm a man. I can take it.
Yeah, I'm like Kathy. Record it.
Yeah. All right. That sounds like a
Yeah.
good advice.
Anytime.
Yeah,
Just ask.
We got sunny with a high of 10 tomorrow.
Yeah, you're lucky. Yeah, it's also not going right over your house like it is hers.
Yeah.
If I was 100 miles to it, I would definitely be driving to that thing, though.
Okay, maybe I will then.
I mean, really, this is an amazing, important event. But before you do that, make sure it's clear there.
Yeah, where I'm going.
Yeah.
We could easily drive to the falls. It's a nice drive, and it's not far.
Man, that's what I would do. I'll tell you, I really would.
But it's just going to be absolutely nuts there.
Yeah, but I gotta say, it's kind of worth it.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. Now, that thing starts. I'm not sure what the time is where you're at. You can look it up.
Yeah, it's around 4.
Yeah, but by the time you park and all that shit, you don't want to be not where you can be to see it. So think of that,
No, yeah, you got to be there early and catch the show.
Right.
But I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, do it. And just remember, there's a good chance you'll be dead by the time the next one comes around. So this is more important than it normally would be.
I will be dead for the next one. I won't make it to 44, I don't think. Will I? No.
Well, you could.
20, how many years away? 20 years away. Yeah,
you could do it.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, Rob, we're signing off.
We're signing off, buddy. I'm weary and I'm tired.
Did you get that 55 gallon of Fedra?
Yeah.
Attaboy. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, buddy.
Making some of that blue ice.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
I was going to show you my.
Show it to me. Show it to me.
That's the height gauge there.
Oh yeah, cool. Did you make that?
The indicator for
okay.
the heights, because it didn't have this piece on it.
Okay, cool. Well, it looks cool.
Yeah, just had to get it done.
Yeah.
Later, y'all.
Good night. See you, Blue. Party on, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Mark.
See you, Tom. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Tune in again. The Pirate Radio, where we'll do it all over again. Perhaps next time we'll do it all over you. Bye, everybody.